Hello friends, welcome back to another playthrough. This is our second playthrough in Millennium Dawn. If anyone is joining us and has no idea what this mod is, there is a link in the description, and in essence it's a mod that starts near 2000. All of Hearts of Iron 4 features, you've got alt history, and I guess it can somewhat follow history. But on top of that it adds a sort of economic panel which we will be looking to and using because you have to. I've been sitting rubbing my chin and scratching my head and thinking about who to play. I did a test run as Poland, which I think could be very interesting. However, I set my eyes on Greece. There's a lot of possibilities and a lot of options you can do, and there's lots of paths. However, I have decided that I think we're going to do a Byzantine run. I've done a sort of test run and seen how it was, and there is options. You just have to do some sus things. But that's always the way with Hearts of Iron and Paradox as a whole, isn't it? So, here we go. As the 21st century draws upon Greece, the country seems content. However, under the surface there are growing concerns over the debt crisis and the rise of radical political parties on both sides of the spectrum. The future of the Hellenic Republic is uncertain, and unless it is properly guided, it could go down a dark path. We will be holding its hand and going down a dark path here. So we're going to play as Greece. We've taken off historical Iron Man after what happened in our sort of short-lived Singapore run, and we're going here as Greece.
Oh,
as always,
well, hello.
Marth.
Thanks to AtExpo2 for my sub gift.
Shout outs to two of the boys coming in here. Thank you for.
Well, hello there.
Marth Ambles is back in the house.
Welcome back, and both of you. I appreciate you interrupting my introduction here at the start of our new playthrough. Appreciate both of that. If anyone is watching, this is a live stream which has been cut up and thrown onto YouTube in a slightly edited format for your pleasure. And these are wonderful Patreons over on the Twitch side of things. Marth, thank you very much. And Kyle, Dankeschön. How are you both? What's been occurring? Good evening to you. You can actually see, though, as Greece, you do start out with a semi-decent, sizable army. You're reasonably well equipped in terms of tanks. The only problem is you have no sort of homemade designs. Everything's sort of like leftovers or imports, which honestly Millennium Dawn is something that you can live with and run with. So we start with a decent army. Navy wise we have enough to sort of get by, so you know it could be worse. And in terms of the Air Force, there are some planes. You've got enough to fight sort of regionally, but not enough I would say to sort of contend on the world stage. Now, immediately going in, looking here at what we can do, we can obviously do a lot of army stuff. This is pretty much normal. It's research buffs, different bonuses essentially for recruitable population, etc. And then over here, this is all to do with the debt crisis that we're currently under. In real life, Greece basically plummeted into a spiral of debt. This basically allows you to both alleviate some of the pressure and also worsen it by spending money and also accepting Chinese money. So we'll see what we're doing on that front. Then over the far side here's the political sort of spectrum that we can go down. And then you have the EU paths down here if that's something you want to do. However, I am fancying a Byzantine run. This basically, I think we have to go fascist or non-aligned. Fascist, that's going to be fascist, isn't it? I think it's fascist, my friends. So that's that. We're going to be down this path to the dictatorship, the sort of restoration of the Byzantine shenanigans. So we're going down this path. That's going to be the choice this evening.
Evening all. How are well all this evening?
Crystal Iron, Toxic, welcome back both of you. I hope you're both well. Toxic, I'm doing good. How are you? We've got Marth back in the house for a few weeks. Apparently he's heading back out on his adventures. And we also have a scam train. So thank you to all of you for that. So we're going to do our sus run here. We're going to start off with turn of the century for our national focus, and then in here, decent.
Well, hello there.
Back in black. I hit Kyle's sack. You've been too long. I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm let loose from the noose that's kept me hanging about.
Biz, I think text-to-speech did you a little bit dirty there, but I appreciate the sentiment of what you're saying, and I appreciate the message that it conveys. So thank you, friend. Welcome in. As always, if anyone's watching first time or for the 100th time, I encourage input from those good people watching. And if you want to rename any ships, planes, tanks, guns, etc. in game, you can redeem the points to do so. Toxic, thank you. Unnecessary. I was actually, I was just about putting up a donation goal for my keyboard. I spilt about a litre and a bit of juice in it, but I've managed to strip it, dry it, and get it working. So we're back in business. Although the Windows key doesn't appear to be working properly, but that's a casualty we'll accept. Anyway, as for research, we're going to try and drive as much research bonuses as we can early on. So we're going for this. And then you also get, oh, you do get research bonuses further down, but I don't know if we're going to prioritise them just now. I think we'll leave that. Then in here, we're going to take excavation, because believe it or not, we actually have some decent resources available to us in terms of steel and precious metals. And that's something I want to keep and basically export as much as we can. However, on top of that, you always have the same old problems with energy. So we're probably going to try and increase our fossil fuel research as much as we can, although it's kind of rough submitting like a year plus to that. That's really rough, so I don't know if we're going to do that straight away. We also really want to have some homemade... oh my god, can we not? Aircraft experimentation. What? Oh no, we can't make homemade designs. Tank-wise, we've got a lot of work to do. Let's just say that. I think we'll start out with the basics, trying to upgrade our guns and equipment. We'll get a new support vehicle. Oh my god. This is fairly shocking. Artillery, oh my god, we're so far behind. We don't have first generation self-propelled, but we have second generation. I honestly think we're just going to skip that and maybe start making our way straight down here. We'll get some artillery in the mix. We might do some... I'm going to do helicopters. Big fan of doing helicopters. And then I guess we'll just chuck this one into some fossil fuels. We might as well. That is our research slots allocated. We're also going to... You can see our power situation is actually fairly even, so we're not going to toy with that just now. In terms of construction, I think I'm going to build some renewable energy in central Greece. That's what we're going to stick with. And then in terms of our military factories, we're going to produce some small arms, some support equipment. Can we produce some battle tanks, do we? APCs?
Sorry, I didn't understand that.
My watch is kicking in. I don't know if we're going to produce any of this just now. We don't have the XP to design anything, so decisions kind of been taken out of our hands. Might go for mounted ATGMs. Can't beat some manpads. And we've got our utility. Can't go wrong with our utility. That's us done with those. And here, I always like just convoys will do me. And then on top of that, we are semi-okay for resources. It could be better. Could be worse. Could be a lot worse. We are able to assign some traits. So these guys, we probably want to do some research bonuses because we've got a lot to do, don't we? But I'll go for reliability just now. There. And here, these guys are probably going to be doing... I kind of want to get the research bonus as quick as we can here because we've got a lot of catching up to do. We're probably going to make submarines just because I kind of know how to use submarines. And we're just going to be doing light planes. I don't see us tangling with anything else. We've got 2 submarines. Is Greece like some sort of naval producer that I'm not aware of? We've got 2 aircraft manufacturers, which I didn't realise. And here I'd like to recruit a scientist, but we just don't have the PP. So other than that, that's the initial setup. We're going to let some time pass. I guess I'll somewhat organise the troops. These guys are what? Some sort of special forces. They can go there. You guys are also special forces. They can go there. Tanks can go into their own separate sort of retinue. And then I'm going to delete one of these because I'm pretty sure 18 is the maximum size for an army leader. Our general is a swamp fox. That was what I was called back in college. And then we have Fast Planner. He's pretty stacked in terms of stats. Got a lot of time for that. In terms of generals, we'll just check this. So, Panzer Leader, you're probably not going to be commanding those guys. Special Forces, you're not going to be on them. It's going to be this guy. Artillery, he's an artillery boy. And we have one too many. So I'm going to delete a random division. Give us some manpower, some equipment back. That's fine. Then here, these are going to be our Special Forces. So you're going in there. And then this is going to be our tank man. That's our army setup done. we are going to also immediately switch to maximum mobilisation and we'll let them carry out. Now, another thing I like doing is see our planes. We're not going to use most of these, so we're just going to sell them. We'll get construction costs for them. Do we keep the freedom fighters, or what do we keep? I might just keep the F4s. I've got F16s and F4s. I wonder if we just keep both of those. Sell everything else. Should get a decent return. That'll basically just about build us something, so I think we'll go with that. Do we keep them both? Do we need them both? We'll see. Anyway, I appreciate you all for the support there. It was unnecessary. Marth, you're a busy man. You're still working your VIP. I respect that. President of the European Union. Of course, we are in the EU and we're also in NATO for the time being. Now, I think further down this, there is some regional expansion for us, e.g. I think Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, and obviously Turkey. I just don't know how we do this. Now, the other thing we need to contemplate is we are going to be invested in heavily. We are massively in debt. We are an absolute battleground for infrastructure, and all we have to pay here is a fraction of what they're doing. Now, they want to actually build infrastructure here. We're going to accept everything everyone wants to invest. Now, Japan is buying a load of our fighters. We're going to accept. Germany is buying a load, as is Egypt. We will sell all of them and get some construction. Now, financially, it ain't great. It ain't great. You can see that we're making some money here. We are also losing a bit of money. So we want to sort of balance this. Our welfare is massive. So that'll be the first thing we're dropping. And then it'll be defence if we can. Those are going to be our two priorities. We don't have a... I mean, minus 2 billion is a lot of money. So we're going to look to sort of clean that if we can. Please name a sub the AM Passion. Another investment. We'll take it. The AM Passion. What does AM mean? I can do the HS AM Passion if that works. How do I do this? In here, right? The HS.AM Passion. It is done. I think. That's it done, right? There you go. It's done, friend. And none of you can really leave once you're in here, just so you know. Right, we need a sub guy. That's not you, friend. That is not you. You're going in here. So this is our main body of our navy. And this is our sort of sub guys, but we'll need to wait and get commanders in. We're 318 billion in debt at a GDP ratio of almost 100%. So we definitely need to remedy that. We also kind of want to start doing some research on some of our warfare facilities, but that's something for a later date, I guess. We also do want to get our Air Force up and get them trained if we can. Fuel-wise, we don't seem to be doing fantastic. I'm going to keep 2 air wings up and then keep these guys as like spares, essentially. And I think we will train them just till they're at the adequate level. Fuel-wise, we've got 77 days, and I do believe we've got 3 factories available, so we can trade it when it comes to it. Now, we have 40 there, and I think that allows us to change. So, we're currently a welfare state. My understanding is that you're expected in this game is green, and what you're obviously is exceeding here. So, we can technically go down to there, which is probably what we're going to try and aim for to financially release some of the strain. So, you can see there we've saved like 300 million, a week. More investment coming in from Turkey, I'll take it. So we're going to keep dropping that, and we need to really drop the welfare as much as we can and the defence. So we're working on it. Fuel-wise, we're training some of the boys. I'm not going to militarise sort of anything just now. We'll leave it as it is. And then deficit-wise, we're short on APCs, but everything else is actually pretty good other than transport helicopters and utilities. But again, we're working on it. We are working on it. You actually start not a bad situation as the Greeks. I see that this place is like demilitarised here. They're continuing to invest in us. The military opposes our government. Recent policies from our current ruling coalition of, oh god, deny the claims. They're going to dislike us more. Smooth things over. It's going to cost us 100 PP. We're just going to deny the claims here. We could not really afford that just now. So financially, we need to work on some stuff. We're at 320 billion in debt. I'd like to do better than Greece did IRL. So we've taken the first of many. This is now the options if we go for foreign relations, which we can do with any. These are mutually inclusive. Now, I don't see anything here. There's nothing here. There's nothing here at all about Byzantine, so we're going to have to go fascist, I'm afraid. It's not what I'd have honestly chosen, but sort of here we are, right? Here we are. We have enough command power now. We can have a look at these guys and some assigning. I think we'll go for this and get an attack bonus and an org loss whilst we're moving. And then in here for this gentleman. This is our special forces guy. I kind of want to go for amphibious. Naval assault plan. It's not bad. We're definitely... I mean, as the Greeks, we're going to be island hopping at some point, right? When we look around Europe, we're definitely going to end up in some wars. Got 150 PP. Technically speaking, we could pop this down again. It's going to save us 200 billion a month. A week, sorry. 200 million. So that's good. And then the last one, we'll accept that. We kind of need to drop this, don't we? It's not going to save us 100 million, though. Unless we just go straight to here. It's going to save us 200 million. It's not really going to fix anything, is it? We've got a large civil, which is where we need to be. We could drop our police. It's not saving much. Education, we're actually below where we need to be. And then we're below here. We're all over the place. We'll drop that just now. I think our first sort of protocol is trying to end the debt, or at least do some damage on how bad it is. And then we're just going to research and actually trying to produce our own domestic goods. I think that's the current plan and agenda. Our Air Force, are they nearly trained? Not really. They've got quite a bit to go. We'll stop training them just to prove... Oh, there's an election campaign already. Damn. Oh, I think we know who's going to win. Again, you just get so much investment as the Greeks. We're going to have to trade for fuel now. There's not really an option. Now, this is the other thing. Who do you trade with? Who do we want to cozy up to? Canada feels incredibly neutral, so I'm going to go with them to start with. That has bought us 2 months. Invite a controversial speaker. Why not? Why not? Concede defeat. I don't know who's won. Oh, some new guy. Costas Karamantis. He's conservative. And I guess that's completely changed all of these. So these are new. How's our financial situation? It's just as bad. Just as bad. These guys are just as incompetent. A proposal of sorts. One of the military squadrons asked if they could some environmental laws to provide. Oh. They want to up our corruption and get extra factory output. No. That's not worth it. We're at level 8 corruption as well. 7, sorry. We're at level 7. Probably try and do something about that. This, we're going to finally get a facility. An individual here. Mech suit. Wow, can't wait to get that in about 50 years. We've got a lot of research to do here as well. Fantastic stuff. In terms of this, we are very slowly building these. God, it takes a while. And then on the market, everything we're selling is slowly being worked on. We're going to have full infrastructure, network infrastructure, having built like none of it ourselves. It's pretty great. Right, New Greece, old ways. So do we want to get the political stuff rolling? I guess we do, right? That'll sort of begin the process. And then we might look at some of the debt stuff, see if we can start playing the game over there. Militarily, we probably want to just continue trying to build and strengthen ourselves. I'm trying to see if there's anything we've got an abundance of. Like we've got quite a lot of like support equipment. Manpads we're doing well. Artillery we're doing well. Just need to keep an eye. You guys still training? No, you're not. I think we're going to have to trade for another fuel, which is not ideal. We now only have 1 spare factory, but on the bright side, we're now not in a fuel deficit. Can we train these guys? Is that too much? Nope. Then once they're trained, we can maybe look at training our military sort of in phases. Still massively in debt, but that's okay. We have 1 billion in international investments. How exciting. And here you can see everyone that's building on us. It's just continuing to come. I mean, I'm going to take it as free. It's not free. It's just the cost is very low. What can we do here? Raise wages. As far as I can see, it's going to have no negative effects. Combat foreign influence. It's never a bad thing, really, is it? We've got better spends of political power in the early game. Equipment-wise, we are completely fine, actually. No, sorry, I lie. We're too short in utility vehicles, so we're about to go over that. And we're fine on convoys. We're actually doing pretty well. We're balancing everything pretty nicely at this point. Another investment from Turkey. Shout outs to them. We have a raid. We can raid. Sort of North Macedonia. We have South, obviously. The Kursk submarine disaster. Golden Dawn has started. So do we continue in this just now, or do we wait? This is obviously going to increase the nationalist sort of rise. We will increase corruption. Damn. This is like a slow burner. I'm very tempted to start some of these. So the unemployed gives us stability. Class cannon economics. Political power to change economic cycles. Extra money. I'm going to go with some of these. These are only 35 days as well, and I feel like we need to take some of them. Another accept offer. The Americans are trying to buy their own aircraft back. I've got a lot of time for that. We've successfully researched a new utility vehicle and we can go straight on with another one. I don't see why not. I don't see why not here. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't do that. We'll try and get like maybe a stockpile of a couple of hundred of them and then we'll get rid of that. Probably look to get something new here. I kind of want to make some of our own APCs. We've got 13. I feel like we could do a lot better here in terms of armament. I'd like to get an autocannon. Basic turret. I feel like we don't need an SMG there. What have we got here? Torsion bar. I'm probably okay with that. And here, improved steel armor. I'm not okay to upgrade that. Let's go with that. And we'll put you on at 11. We've got two XP left to spend. That's a top mounted day. External ATGM. A lot more piercing there. A lot more hard attack. Need one more experience. Or 2 more experience for that, sorry. It's very slowly growing. The other option we obviously have is that we train these guys very briefly. Just to get the experience. So we can produce said vehicle. I think that's the plan we're probably going to go with. Does anyone have a good naming suggestion for our own home designed APC? And we're researching new guns all the time. If people have suggestions for that, I'm happy if you have the points to spend to throw your points behind something. Continuing to be invested in by our neighbours. Definitely won't come back to bite them. No way. We're almost up at 14 XP. It's a slow burner here. It's a very slow burner. So we did glass cannon. What's the next one here? What can we do now? Chinese investments. We'll get a free civ for 3 billion. Or we can go for some stability. Greek out. Yeah, we're going to do both of those, I think. We're not really in a massive rush here to do this, are we? Oh shit, I've been looking at air XP like an absolute penis. Okay, production wise, we are going to start producing our own APC here. And I think we're probably going to cancel support equipment for now. Switch that over. There we go. The Caber. I like it, but can you make it roleplay friendly? Chris, that's the question. Can you immerse yourselves in the Greek philosophical world? I don't think there's anything else we want to do here. We're just kind of saving our PP. They want more spending here. So most of the stuff bar 1 we're where we want to be. It's only the funding here that we're below. We could change it just for all around happiness, but likely right immigration, that doesn't cost us anything. We could change that and close our economy, but I think we are exporting. Here we have some bonuses. We're going to go for artillery soft attack bonus. It's fine with me. Right. The Greeks love the Scots. Right, Chris, I'll give this one to you, right? The Caber E1, and then we will do the letter thing. There we go. We've got the Caber V1 has entered production. Danke. Right. Some of our research progressing nicely. We're going to have some of our own domestic design helicopters soon. I think we might allocate one of them just solely to new helicopters and get ourselves up to at least semi-modern ones in the short term. The unemployed is done. Now do we go for Greek? Extra construction, extra money. Or do we go for Chinese investments and get a Civ? I think we'll go down here just now. Accept. I'm just trying to figure out if we're in a rush to flip to fascism and bring back the Byzantines, or we let it just slow burn. How many debuffs we got? EU, NATO, the Euro, foreign data cracking, asylum shopping, glass cannon economics, minor power, the debt crisis. We kind of need to get rid of that, don't we? How much are we losing now? 1.7. So we've limited that. We've taken like 800 million off, which isn't bad. Are we still training our Air Force? We are. So they're going to be up at a decent level. How's it feel to be playing? Wow. Emitek's coming in with the strong hate there. Not sure how we feel about that. Did we just continue this for the research? I think we will. We'll continue that. We're going to continue accepting the investment, that's for sure. And here, we're just going to continue doing some of the unemployment crisis stuff. Okay. Bid away Piraeus, I don't know what this is, which will alleviate the debt crisis. Pharmaceutical exports will get a Civ for 7.5 billion. Get 2 air bases, a naval yard. We can get a minus to our corruption there, or we can make it worse. We can get a military factory there, another mill. We get 10 million. I think we're going to go here and go down this side. Increase our sort of arms production. Not a bad thing. Good evening, Martin. How are you? We love Greece here. What can I say? Don't you love Greece? So, if we get to 20%, we can launch a coup. I wonder if we do that. Do we want to do that? Or do we do it the slow burner way? Oh! It's been a while, but we're going to get to ban someone. It's very exciting. That was nice. Don't often get to do it myself, so that was pleasant. Right, we're still selling here, making some money from those, I believe. We're at 400 billion debt now. Not so great. Working on it, though. Working on it. We have just researched our first generation attack helicopter, and we're going to immediately go on to the second. I don't think we have the army XP to start designing it already, so that's going to have to wait. Navy-wise, I'd like to train our subs, which are apparently already at maximum experience, so that's great. And then here we'll get a new commander. That's 8! Wow. But we definitely can't train them. Can't train them, so they're all at maximum experience apparently. That's all very exciting. Militarily, everyone here's at max level. I don't see me using anything other than Marines, so I'm going to switch them to Marines. We're going to get everyone back apparently, and we'll get transport helicopters. We will train them, try and get them up to standard. We're way more likely to use Marines than anything else, I would say. Right. APCs, we're producing them. We're almost out of the deficit. I guess the next thing we'll look at is what we're going to make our sort of standard decision. We have inherited another mill, and we are going to immediately get another one. Otherwise, we sell mills and we make money. Yeah, I'm going to go for that for the cheap mills. So in here, do we start producing something else? Or do we just start producing more here? What else could we produce? Doing 80 GMs, aren't we? No, we're not. No, we're not. I do the artillery. We do get artillery bonuses, don't we? Probably makes sense to produce some of those. Double offers coming in for infrastructure bonuses. How much infrastructure have we had now? My god, they've maxed us out in places. They've actually maxed us out. Most importantly in our resource producing areas. We're going to decrease that to 1. And we'll reassess in construction finishes. Imitech, our goal is basically to bring back the Byzantine Empire. It's kind of... The plan is for this to be more of a long format thing. Like we're going to play it, edit it together for sort of YouTube and whatnot. So it's not something we're trying to do quickly. Italy wants a trade agreement. Sure thing, buddy pal. Sure thing. You guys are now trained. The UK's investing in us. Cool. Go for it, lads. Enjoy yourselves. We're about to get another mill, I believe, which is obviously cool. It's going to help us. We're making the debt crisis worse, so we are going to have to counter that eventually. Oh, the game crashed. Well, it's one of the things that happens occasionally with Millennium Dawn. So if you are thinking of playing it and you haven't played it, this is part of the risk. Hopefully the save has not been too far back. We were in the second focus in terms of producing mills. On the bright side, I think this is only the third crash we've had since we started streaming some Millennium Dawn, so it's not terrible. And I think we've only lost a little bit of time. I don't know exactly how much. We'll know by which focus it's on. We're obviously not an Iron Man. We learned that the hard way. Should maybe do a couple of manual saves every now and again as well, just in case something goes ski with. Anyway, more importantly, there's a lot of sort of the old guard here. How's everyone been? What you guys got going on? Anybody doing anything cool? What has been occurring? You're working right now, Toxic? Or do you mean in life you're just working, that's all you're doing? Right, how far back are we? Oh, we're in the second focus. We've barely lost any time. I might have honestly just saved, which is also concerning because if it crashes again soon, we're probably in a spot of bother. We'll need to wait and see. Yes, you're a busy man, Toxic. You're a busy man. I've never really travelled like that with work. I don't know how I would get on. Right, they've worked. We're going to go for this, which is going to give us more production, more factory output. Not a bad thing.
Hello there.
Reg Fred! How are you, man? Are you good, brer? What be occurring? Appreciate you for 37 months. Damn. The boy's been doing... Oh, damn. Never been called up for jury duty. Not that that's something that I envy or want, if I'm completely honest. We're slowly increasing... Pardon me, our hold. I wonder if we should do this for 0.1%. In theory, it's going to give us a decent percent. 12% in theory, I think. Yeah, that's crazy. I wonder what the statistical chance of this is. We could lower corruption. We don't have much else to spend PP on, so I'm thinking that could actually be a good idea. It's gonna, yeah, I can't see that being a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. It's going to also help the financial situation. Utility vehicle, we have another upgrade, and we could technically get another one. Why not? We can at least do well at something, right? And here, what we're going to go for, I think we should probably go for this, the research bonus. Again, I don't see that being a bad thing. Again, anyone wants to name these, happy to do so if someone has the points to throw around. We can easily make that doable. Here, I'm wondering if we can down the fuel a bit. We can, so we can systematically jump between. That'll give us more civs, which means more bucks, I believe. Maybe not. I'm still not fully sussed out the economical stuff and exactly how it works. Right, so we've went all the way down the left side. Militarily, we've done everything we can. We could do some Chinese investments, get some more civs now. We could do this bidding away thing, and then we could remove a level of corruption. Wonder if we do the two of these. Or do we go back and flip it? Oh, we could do foreign relations. Oh, we could do Cyprus. We could do Cyprus. Or do we do some... I might do some more... I hate the thought of fascism. It's more the Byzantine resurgence. That's what it is. Again, more... Oh, shit. What the hell is this? Bulgaria's debt problem has gotten so bad. Debt was a 41... Is this a bug? So Bulgaria, we're not even featuring. Does this still work? That did work. It didn't cost us anything. That seems like a bug. Oh well. Take some long walks. I've been out throwing in this beautiful weather. I forgot what it was like to have the sun on your skin when you're throwing stuff around the field. Guys, we've got a new weapon about to be researched. If anyone does want to redeem the points and rename it, it's there to be done. I think that's us caught up. So weapons wise, we're now up there. Armour, I do want some... I wonder if we should work on our helicopters first. I think in here we need a lot of research here, don't we? I don't know where the helicopter research is though. Wing form, air-to-air weapons. I'm going to guess it's down here. My God, we have like nothing. We have so much catching up to do, don't we? Is it worth our time even producing helicopters? I'm starting to think we might have actually wasted time and energy. We're not going to do any navy. I wonder if we should just do SPGs. Well, there's nothing straightforward going on. Maybe we get a new infantry fighting vehicle. Why not? Right, in here we've got a new gun. The EAS G3A5. Sounds cool. Start producing that, I guess. The other thing we need to do is select which division we're going to use as our basic template. Now in here, okay, that's pretty awful. Also pretty awful. They're all pretty ass. Honestly, this is probably the best one. It's just I don't know what any of these words mean. The Guards of Ares, we'll call them. And we're going to try and make this our standard. So we've got a tank battalion there. Then motorised infantry. Then in here we've got mechanised infantry. I probably want to switch that for... I want IFVs. Is it mechanised we want, or is that... Armoured infantry is APCs. Mechanised is what? What's mechanised? Mechanised is APCs. Technically we don't have IFVs though, do we? I might switch everyone to the Guards of Ares and we'll see how that goes. So if we switch you all to the Guards of Ares, how's our equipment? We're 1.5k short of APCs. Wow. Wowzers. We've got almost 1,000 surplus of manpads, so I think we could probably wrap up production of that and switch to ATGMs. Nope, wrong one. If we do that, we'll start getting a bit of efficiency with it. Walking more this week too, average 8 miles a day. Damn. I mean, it's the weather for walking, isn't it? It really is. Like, having the sun on your skin is just so good for you. Oh, we can get a debt bailout. We get 92. They'll handle 92 billion of our debt. We could ask for Turkey. We'll probably go for... I think we'll go for Germany here. Germany makes the most sense. Are they going to grant it? Yeah, they did. They granted it. Excellent. And I think normally as like fascist or nationalist, you do produce a lot of political power, and it's normally not really a drama. So if that's all it's going to cost us, then I am perfectly okay with that. So militarily, we're fine for it's APCs we're going to need. We really do need APCs. And I'm going to guess for any decent amount of efficiency, we're probably going to need to trade for resources. So who are we going to trade with here? I mean, Russia. I'd rather go with France. I think we've lost a civ. I think we have lost a civ. Right, that's just helped us with some skepticism, nationalism changes. It's going to give us Greek legacy. Open the youth front. It's going to give us nationalist support. I think we'll go for that first. The earlier we do that, the better. We are on the rise. We're at 25%. The question is, do we want to do this through a coup, or what happens here? Demand immediate elections if we have 35%. I wonder if we just push for this, right? In terms of longevity, it's probably the way. I think the other thing I want to do is the Guards of Ares, we'll start editing them a bit. So we have motorised infantry here, and then we have artillery. We have one tank. What else could we put in here? We could put the attack helicopters in there that we will eventually produce. That seems like a good move. Combat width's 27. I think we probably want to get that to 30, which would mean... I don't know what we'd want to add here. That's IFV's. Armoured infantry is what we want. Armoured infantry, but they add APCs. What? That's what we want. Armoured infantry. Armoured infantry. We can't add the other one, I think. I think that's what we want, right? Let me see. So IFVs we need to start producing. You produce them here. So we need to... We're technically designing the wrong thing, aren't we? Damn. We're going to have to do the Caber V2. We've put so much time and energy into producing APCs that we just don't need. That's frustrating. Trade-wise, I don't think we can trade and get any more fuel, can we? No. We're at our capacity. We'll accept that here. Small arms output. We're going to go for the... Oh, we don't have the XP. Okay. Production output cost. We'll go for that, I guess. Accept the offer. We'll take all the investments on us. Anything that's going to increase it, anything. We've opened up the youth front. This will up corruption. Damn. Probably don't want to rush that then. I'd kind of like to get us some power though, and then we can talk about starting to sort of tackle the debt situation. I think that's the play. How is unemployment though? Unemployment rate is 0. That's good. Take that. Right, IFVs were nearly 2,000 short. Good God. I wonder if we sell APCs. I think we're just going to sell them. There we go, they are buying them. We'll sell them and want to start producing IFVs, but to do that we really do need experience. Oh, they're buying them. We need experience, we need to design an IFV and then start producing that and putting probably everything into that. I think IFVs are probably going to be the backbone of our army, and I guess we're just going for this. We're going for the season of power. Do you know something? I don't know how we're going to deal with Bulgaria and Turkey, considering Bulgaria and Turkey are both in the they're in the EU. No, they're in NATO. I don't know how we deal with that long term. Might need to meddle a little bit, right? Shit, we're burning a lot of fuel. Burning through a lot of fuel. We can keep going on the computer research, so I guess why wouldn't we? That was frozen off. Cut. Resugrance and these. Ah, right, Toxic. That makes... I get what you're saying. For a second there, I was like, what the hell is he talking about? Sun damage. And then it dawned on me. Definitely not a bad thing. I got some skin tags, etc. removed like 2 years ago. Great thing. Most of them around my neck. I think it's just from wearing shirts to work for years, which thankfully I don't really need to do anymore, which is great. Oh, our fuel situation's kind of dying on its arse. How's that? What am I doing that's costing fuel? Shouldn't really be anything. Not lost trade, have we? I guess we'll need to trade for more fuel. Okay, we need to produce an IFV here. Can't believe I produced an APC. I feel like such a penis. Let's go for our cooler looking one. Oh, look at that bad boy. Let's go for that. Right, we are going for early autocannon, basic turret. We are going to go for... I'm fine for wheel just now. Proof steel armour. We'll assign you guys any upgrades you can do. We're going to go for... diesel or gasoline. Fuel's not something we're going to have an abundance of, so it's probably going to be gasoline engines. That's cheap and cheerful, but it'll do a job just now. We'll call this the Caber V2. Caber V2. That's what we're going to produce. Sorry, V1. Mistakes were made. We want as much efficiency and as much of them producing as we can. We're kind of hitting the... We've got enough of AGM, so we're going to bin that. We have way enough man pads. We're going to bin that. We're going to really dive into IFVs. They're what we really, really need. So in here, I am going to risk the sort of civil war. Oh no, we've got to focus. Stop it, Kyle. Be patient for a change. Be patient. And then otherwise, I think we're going to sit just now and not do much. We're just going to sit. We'll keep taking the investment offers. We are perfectly okay with that. There is a fuel refining upgrade that's going to help our fuel situation. Kind of tempted to continue doing some of these. That's going to decrease the fuel plant's consumption and also up their generation. And I think we're going to need that. It's almost a year and a half or so of research time that is needed. We're about to hit the point where we're on par with our utility vehicles and we'll be slightly behind in our attack helicopters, but that's probably where we're going to design our attack helicopter and slowly work on catching up. So there we're kind of where we should be here, so that's fine. We should probably upgrade our support equipment, but I don't know if that's a complete essential. And then in here, I'd like to get some new autocannons, I think. Heavy autocannon could be cool. Let's just stick with this then. There we go. Oh, available special research. Sure, why not? There's no reason we shouldn't produce that. Again, we have a new utility vehicle to produce if anyone wants to rename it. It is in here and it is ready to go. Technically, artillery-wise, we are in the plus, so it's very tempting not to just scrap that. I think we might switch that for some support equipment, seeing as we're low. And this is probably the most important thing just now, just because we're so far behind. Okay, America. Do we stand with them no matter what, or do we condemn them? This is what happens when you interfere with other countries. I don't think we are going... We're going to go for loyalty, not total loyalty. Yeah. Here we've got another upgrade. Here we can go for production efficiency. Our task we're going to go for efficiency. The American anthrax attacks. So much exciting stuff going on over the pond, as we say, right? Okay, over here we are going to go for the elections, get ourselves in power, and then we'll look at going on beyond that. Right, and here, what else can we do? Second generation attack helicopter. Can we do the third just now? No, we're miles off that. That's fine. That's a bonus, I guess. We really should do that, but given so much time to it, it's kind of rough. And then in here, I might do these just for the resources. I mean, 7.5% doesn't seem like much, but it could help us in a big way. Now, debt-wise, we're paying almost 800 billion. That's a lot. I wonder if we should up this. 50. We put up 4%. So, 1.1, 1.2, 1.273, 1.379. Did we lose any civilian factories? We did not. That's good then. Financially, that has done little to nothing. So that's cool. Super cool. Defence is still one of our higher costs. Fossil fuel. Oh shit. Okay, so we've put too much in there. I need to drop that. Need to drop the corporate tax. I don't know if we've just went a bridge too far or if we went way too far there. Because in terms of fuel, that's not fantastic for us. It's really not. If this Article 5 eventually might as well be Greece. Looks like it's going to be us here, if I'm honest. General Confederation of Greek, we definitely want rid of that. Military, I'm fine with keeping. We can make them like us in time. Definitely want rid of those guys. International bankers are kind of a bit... I just realised we could actually bypass a lot of these focuses by just using our PP. Going to get rid of that. Is that going to give us our factory back? It is not. So I'm going to guess we went up a couple too many percents of tax. Oh well. So after this we take the next focus and then we should be in power, I believe. Demand immediate elections. It's going to give us another buff. Glorify the regime of the colonels. After this we should be in power and we'll be fascist / nationalist. I think we're going to have to spend our PP and drop in the corporation tax again. Then once we've done this, I'm actually tempted to do some of the Cyprus stuff, see if we can kick off there. Could be interesting. I've not really played through that yet. Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we do Cyprus next?
Well,
Probacus!
Oh my god, he is playing with the worst prime minister.
Just you wait, my friend. Probacus, our resident Greek. Just you wait, son. Things are about to change. Right, we need to wait on that kicking off. Do we continue some of these or? Guess we'll go back over here, right? Bid away. We can bid away and then we can get rid of our corruption. Chinese investments. We got free civ. We need a civ. We actually need them. I'm not sure what Golden Dawn is. We'll attack them, I guess. Man, we're over 50% fascist at the moment. We're basically trying to bring back the Byzantines Probacus. That's the game plan. How are you, though? And this is Millennium Dawn? Is Golden Dawn in a different mod or something different? Or what's the crack? Concede defeat. Okay, so who's taking over? Oh, debt bailout. We'll absolutely take debt bailouts. Sure thing. Right, what we doing here? So it just gave us it. It has. We now have Nicholas. I'm not reading that. He shares a birthday with me. He's the founder of Golden Dawn. Ah, okay. Many extremists. Right? He sounds like a guy you'd have over for dinner, right? Sounds like a bad guy. The good old days has been removed. Patriotism has been removed. Stable society has been removed. Nothing can go wrong. Timur. Okay. Well, nothing bad's going on. That's for sure. We don't have to. We're doing fine, right? We don't have to be. No, we're in control. We're going to decline all corruption offers. Not interested in that. Fossil fuels. Oh, nice. They're building us a fossil fuel power plant. That's going to put up our usage, though. Iran has. Okay. In real life, holy shit, really, Propakis? You're adding a very dark cloud to our playthrough here, my friend. A very dark cloud. Oh, Germany wants to propose a trade agreement. Sure. Right, hopefully this Civ comes through and then we can get some more trade for oil. I just want to bring back the Byzantine Empire, Propakis. That's it. There's nothing else going on here. Right. The Chinese have invested in us, but I want to go back over here and see what the crack is. The Constitution, 14 days. Gains Constitution. Oh, God. Okay. Well, seems like nothing bad's going to happen, that's for sure. Labour unions offer support. Modify labour union. Oh, God. Okay. Feels like things are about to change. Constitution's been done. Where are we going now? The dictatorship begins. 70 days, and then there's a lot going on here. Good God. The Megalia. Okay, this is when we start doing things, to say the least. I kind of want to go down the Cyprus thing though, so I think we're going to do that now. I think we'll go down the Cyprus approach and see what we can do. What's the worst that could happen? Right, Hera? That's the attitude. Britain demands special treatment. European Parliament's been walking around back. The Brits are going to cause some Euroscepticism. Great. Are we actually losing power now that we're in? Oh my God, we are, aren't we? Are we? We are. Actually quite steeply losing power. Damn. We're needing all these to be green now, aren't we? We're actually over military spending. How much does it save us by down on that? That's only 100 million. Well, it's absolutely nothing in terms of our debt. Right, do we permanently suspend them? Right, combat some foreign influence here. Should probably keep the PP through, right? Improved computing's done. I think that's us caught up there. We could do 3G. I'm not going to do them just now. I'll switch off this side. We're going to go for excavation. Again, if we get a bit more fuel, some more... Oh, Yugoslavia is... Oh, God. Things are kicking off, and you go. That was over quickly. Right, foreign relations is done. We're then going to switch our focus on to A Tale of Two Cyprus. We'll kick this off with the Turks. Should be interesting. I'm assuming this is going to go along the line of unifying Cyprus as an independent nation. Did we also get another Civ? We did get another Civ. Nice. Very nice. Did I trade this? Yeah, I'm going to do it. Okay. Right, IFVs, we're 1,500 short now. We're producing quite a lot of them. ATGMs, we are doing sound. We're no longer got a constitutional crisis. We are going to put ATGMs in the bin and put a bit more focus into IFVs. We're producing 2 a day now. How exciting. 330 political power. I think we will spend some of that on combat and foreign influence. Form the paramilitary youth. Recruitable pop. Oh yeah, 0.5. Why not? Might as well spend it just now, right? Just going to up this a bit. That's going to get up to quite a decent bit, I think. That's good. Part of weird stuff with these guys being in the parliament. I get why the Germans don't want to even off on this guy. Yeah. The Cypriot Trouble. A Tale of Two Cyprus. Okay, cool. What is this? Anti-Turkish diplomacy. Hardline against immigration. Revive the... Oh, God. So do we have a mini game now? Oh, we do. Oh, look at this map. Cyprus has been divided between the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus and the Republic of Cyprus since 1974. After a Greek-sponsored coup almost brought Cyprus into a union with Greece, What followed was a Turkish protest that took the form of the invasion of Cyprus, splitting the island in two. The occupation of Cyprus is the second longest occupation of land in modern world outside of that in Israel. Wow. So we need a minigame here. Spark unification protests across Cyprus. 20 strength, 10 strength. This will gain 5 Turk 60 days. So we're playing a minigame. Oh, well, let's start the minigame. We want to try and unite this. This is a cool map, though. Technically, it is accurate with the DMZs and the military bases. Finland seeks NATO membership. Oh shit, we don't have a focus. We need to change that. I don't want to go too hardline on the Turkey stuff just now, so we'll go for the dictatorship. We do. Our money is plummeting. Absolutely plummeting. Fuel-wise, we're doing well, though. Going to modify that to just a single factory being used there. Right, and here we are needing IFVs, attack helicopters, which I do. Do we start producing some? How bad are they going to be? Guys, we're about to start producing an attack helicopter, if anyone does want to throw a name into the mix. I will be completely honest. It's going to be nothing impressive. But that's okay. We'll go for a gun pod, I guess. I don't think I want to go anything too crazy just now. Helicopter, helicopter! It was nice being in Cyprus and going to the local and walking away with a packet of hobnobs. Hobnobs are so good, Martin, but my god, I got a fright when I saw the price of them. You've served in Cyprus, wow. The run. Probakis, can you give us something cool in Greek to use for our helicopter here? Can we also make this look less Russian? I'll do, I guess. That looks cool as hell. I like that. The Randolph. We can do better than that. My ego's not so fragile. I need that. It's a very basic helicopter. There's no crazy bells or whistles on it, but it'll be ours. Homegrown, home designed, home produced, home. That's what's truly special here. What about the Apollo? The Tritonopter. What the hell does that mean? What's Triton? I feel like I should know that. Apollo is special. Yeah, we could make it the Apollo and make it the Apollo Series 1. Apollo Series 1? Is that cool? Is that Poggle Champ? He was the son of Poseidon. Apollo's the guy that had the shoes and sort of flew, right? Flew around. Maybe we make it... I mean, Poseidon doesn't make sense. What Greek god would make the most sense? Comes from the Greek Helicos. Helicos Spiral. Oh, Toxic's just done it. Look at that for one. The Helico Series 1. Thank you very much for that. Oh, I'm absolutely pogged for this. Oh, Hermes. Probakis, I can't put that. There is no way I will remember what that means, my friend. The Helico Series 1. We'll go with that, right? I can at least pronounce that and say it. Pardon me. It also looks cool as hell there. So we'll do that. We're still catching up everyone else, so we're just going to put that in for a bit of efficiency. The helicopter. We're just going for the first part. Sounds great. That's what really matters. Right, we're going to continue doing this. We need 300 PP to enable that. Good God. I guess we'll just continue doing these just now then. Or we'll just do 2 of those. Maybe we'll just do 2 of them. Oh, another debt bailout. Germany, please. Thank you. Thanks, Germany. You guys are the best. Hermes deliver. That could be a transport helicopter. I think we will technically need to produce them eventually, so that's on the cards at a later date. 2,000 short small arms. Really? Surprised at that. Serbia seeks peace guarantees. This is first peaceful cooperation with us. Do we want that? Wait, where is Serbia? Serbia doesn't exist. Serbia doesn't exist. Yugoslavia is still... Wait, what? With a Titan's name. It said Serbia though. Visible confusion. I guess we'll continue trading for this fuel. And these guys, I think, technically need trains, so we better do that. That being said, I'm not sure how quickly we're going to end up in wars. Could be a ways away yet. We also need to make the military like us. Get some decent buffs when they do like us. Right? The Greeks, that is exactly who we're playing as, Probakis. We are absolutely skint. I also didn't know Bulgaria was in NATO at this point. That makes things more difficult. Much more difficult. I don't even know what we can do to change that. Right, so we've went down that path, right? So this side is basically bringing us together and adding Euroscepticism. This one is this gets rid of international bankers. I think we want to go here and start trying to grow stuff, right? This one is boosting nationalism. I think we'll go for that first. Don't see it being a bad thing. I don't think we're going to be able to take Bulgaria though. I think we'll be able to take Albania. We'll be able to take obviously Macedonia. We're not going to get the full expansion here, sadly. Sag. Yeah, Turkey's in NATO and so is Bulgaria. I don't know how we'll manage that considering we are also in NATO. That presents challenges. And then in here we need the 300 PP to start sort of doing some of this. Public service investment, the fossil fuel. Oh no. How we're losing our mills. Our civs, I mean. Do I need to decrease this again? Grant Macedonia. Sure, it's not costing us anything. Why not? So decreasing the tax there has in fact allowed us to get our fuel back, which is good. We're still training our army as well, which is going to cost equipment, but we're going to get them up to a decent standard. We're producing that, so we're almost caught up there. We're still in a deficit for IFVs. I think we're about to absolutely slam up our military spending, which I'm going to be honest. Oh no, it's going to downgrade it. I think. Yeah, it's going to upgrade it, and then we will downgrade it, probably almost immediately, because financially it's going to be a rough time. That's so rough that NATO's thingy's joined NATO. Now we can't train them further. Everyone else we've got is basically spare. That's going to increase. Oh god, it's going to increase our excavation. Now, do we go for it? We're not going to be building much, though, are we? Could up these, get some extra factory output. I don't see that being a bad thing. And then in here we are just slowly. We're going to get a new infantry fighting vehicle soon, so we'll need to bank some military XP to basically build that. And we're going to have a new autocannon, so we can put an upgraded autocannon on our IFV and start producing some more advanced IFVs, which is obviously cool. And then on top of that, we're going to start semi-fixing our production of power. In terms of PP, that is slowly on the rise, which is good. We're getting there. We're playing the slow game. Army first is done. That's going to start plunging us even more into debt, so that's obviously fantastic. And then we're going for Meticsism, which is going to give us loads of nationalism, support stability, and then we're going for Magali. Then we go through these. So we get Bulgaria, which we're not going to manage to get. I wonder if we're in a faction together, we just won't be able to attack them, right? Actual generals from that time, pretty relevant they were. Operation Desert Storm with a colonel. Yeah, one of the guys has got insane stats. Oh no, was it? Yeah, this guy. 8 attack. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else have we got going on? Any more debt stuff? No. Can we get any more bailouts? Does not seem so. We also need to keep our PP ratified. Finland's. I'm not going to help them do that. Oh. This was the one. Yeah, he's probably one of the best generals I've seen in this mod. I've not, sort of done a deep dive and looked at it, but he's definitely impressive, Probacus. How have you been anyway, man? What's going on on the Greek side of things? Right, I think in terms of power, that's probably us just now. We'll probably switch and get some. We want product efficiency retention, really, don't we? We want to start producing a lot of goods. Got quite a lot of SPGs there. What else we're producing that we've got a massive amount of? We're still catching on the IFVs. Producing small arms, we've almost caught up with that. That's good. What combat width were we again? 30, right? 28. Unless we change the motorized for something else. That's what we've got motorized. I'm probably okay with that. The only other thing we can probably do is edit our Marines. Poseidon's chosen, I guess. I'm sorry for bastardizing your language and putting this into English, my friend. SPG there, Marine Light Infantry. I just want Marine. Or is it always Marine Light? And I guess we get some SFOs in here as well. 13 combat width's kind of ass. That's going to take them up to, where's combat width? 16, 19, 22, 25. I'm probably okay with that. That'll do us, I think. What are we shot on now? Manpads and ATGMs. Brilliant. Things that would just stop producing. Great. GDP by 4% in this year, and I got a wage increase by 20% compared to last year. 20% wage increase is fantastic, Probacus. Take that to the bank. Now, this is kind of ass, because we can't take Bulgaria. That is a little bit poo, I won't lie. It's a little bit poo. You guys are still training, they're slowly getting there. And the galley idea, right, I guess we go for the naming dispute. We'll go for Macedonia first. Now, do we use our infantry here? We don't want to go in via any other borders, we want to do this ourselves basically, don't we? Do that, and then there. We kind of want our air going up. We want everything involved here, really, don't we? Just in case anyone declares, I mean, we need to keep the Turks on their toes, right? So we'll do that. And our Marines, I suppose I kind of want to train them as well, don't I? So we probably want to battle plan this and just try and give these guys some experience. Let's train them as well. Air Force, let's move you guys up here. And then we'll prepare. We'll go for them first and then we'll go for Albania. Tell them we're very Christian, so naming something beside doesn't go well in the army. Oh, really? Interesting. We also need to work in Cyprus. We need 300 PP thon. I think we need to do that twice, right? Let me just check that. Where was that? Here. 300 PP with those 20 and 20. We're going to have to do that twice to do it, and then we're going to have to spend 30 to actually unify it. So that's not going to be it's not going to be done in a hurry. That's for sure. Focus wise, we've got 17 days till it's ready, so we will stop training you guys. They're going to go up a level, so we'll wait for that. They'll be trained at least. No, they won't. They'll be in between. Oh, let's just wait. I don't think Macedonia is going to offer us too much resistance here, if I'm completely honest. The autocannon's ready. That means that is following just shortly. And then in here we probably want to upgrade some stuff. So early Cold War armor, do we want that? 492 days, that's not fast. We need to start that though, don't we? Like we do. And the new IFV will be out, and then hopefully we get some experience here. We don't necessarily need to end this war straight away, do we? To the Russian versus Ukraine thing. Go all in on them. Russia says it's going to be a waltz in the park. I have offline tried playthroughs in that, and it's really not easy. Right, so we've done this one. Do I immediately just get the next war ready? Albania. Let's just do it. Right, so here, no one's guaranteeing them. We've kind of got free reign. Our air force is going to go up. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. So you two guys are going to go up here. You're going to attack. You're going to attack. This should be... I think it should be over pretty quickly. I would think anyway. Clear war. Do they have resources we're going to get? Oh, they do. Precious metals. Lovely. Yeah, we're absolutely steamrolling them. Slow this down. How's our attack and whatnot going? Yeah, we're absolutely ready. Again, I don't think public war weariness is fine. Our air force is up. They're getting experience in what they do. Our army's pushing. I kind of don't want to just like steamroll them here. If this is going to take us, you know, say 30-40 days, we'll happily let that be the case. I'll take this just to make the front smaller. Looks like we're just absolutely pouring in. Capital is here, so as long as we don't take that too quickly. I noticed the NATO troops are moving in here. That's just fantastic to see. You guys can hold just now. Kind of want to let them get in position, and we'll slowly attack them across the board, get some free army XP. See what happens. Our army XP flew up there. How's that? These are just absolutely skyrocketed. And here, I guess we'll put you guys in, and then we'll go for a local police force. Should be fine. And you guys will attack there. Again, we're just looking to get some experience. We'll attack them all around. Research wise, we're waiting on that popping before we spend any of our army XP. Next, we're going to attack here. Like so. And then once we've taken that, we'll probably attack the Kamano and then the capital. There we go again, just getting XP. Casualties shouldn't be bad. We've lost 4 men, they've lost 1,000. Wow. I didn't expect it to be that high. I really didn't. We're losing 4 billion. How is it so bad? Oh, military. Okay. And I think here we just get everyone and we're just converging on them. All out attack. Still only lost 4 men apparently. Is that how it stayed? Did we lose 4 men in that whole war? Apparently we did, we only lost 4 men. Seems insane that that's the case, but I'll take that. Macedonia, we're going to select all, we're going to grab it, we're going to confirm an exit, thank you very much. We're also going to stop wasting fuel. You guys are going to be held and brought down. And then I guess we're going for Albania next, aren't we? So we're not going to dick around here. Again, our special forces, they can deploy here. I think they're probably going to attack this way to there, and we'll take the north with them. Again, want to do this slowly, we're not really in a rush. And we're going to remove one of these. That's fine. Now, what are we really short on? We're still short on IFVs and support. I wonder if we just buy some support equipment. Right? There's none. Okay. FMBTS. As far as there's. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Probably speed up until this other war goes back. Post Cold War AFV, so that can get upgraded. probably want to push through some of this, don't we? Can't do anything yet. We're years behind. That's fine. Electronics. Guess we'll start going on with some of these. Here we can continue upgrading. I'm very tempted to continue along this way. Task capacity. It's probably not that important just now. Let's go for some reliability in here. We do have the XP for that. Then we are going to produce a new IFV. So, 3rd generation IFV hull. Let's go. Early Cold War cannon, late Cold War, please. We've got the turret there. I think I'm going to switch that to a torsion bar. Produce steel armor. Produce steel armor. 1.5 kilometers an hour. How's it so bad? Early Cold War. That'll do it. We're going to upgrade everything here we can. And here, coaxial autocannons. Shit, that's cool. I like that. Battle station. I can't put anything else in. We're at 94% reliability. What do we want here? I like the idea of both of those. Mine protection sounds good. Decent piercing there, let's go with that. It's going to be expensive, but again, we have a new APC. We're going to stick with Caber, I guess. Caber V3, I think it is now. Oh. V3. It is done. Now we are going to lose some of our efficiency, so I wonder if I do this slowly. I wonder if we do it this way, right? Let me just do that and then that, and we'll slowly switch them around, just because we do need to. We need numbers. Using those, most of our inventory to current gen Marders. Oh, new Marders. Yeah, the kind of drone, the sort of, it feels weird saying it, but the rise of drone combat is kind of null and void a lot of vehicles in the model. Oh shit, we can do the Cyprus thing, right? No, we can't. At least 100 EAS G3 stored in stockpile. Ah crap, we need more guns. We're 5.1k short, my god. Well, that's not going to happen anytime soon, is it? Unless we attack someone and get a... I mean, Albania's got a lot of weapons, isn't it? Is anyone guaranteeing them or that? No, no one is. Oh no! Albania and America have got a non-aggression. I'm pretty sure that means we can't attack them. Man, we're just getting neutered everywhere here. God damn it. That is so ass. We've got Great Greece, or Greater Greece. We get a claim on costs of... Oh, okay, we're definitely taking that then. We can't do that, sadly. I guess we do that. Constantin... We're no way we'll be able to do that. I don't think we can attack because America is technically our faction leader. I just don't know how long... I don't know how long non-aggressions last or anything. Does anyone know in game how long they last? It's not something I'm aware of the top of my head. I can keep getting some research there and we'll go back and get some more of these. Let's go for the drone upgrade. I don't think we can. I really don't think we can, sadly. They have a non-aggression pact with our faction leader. Yeah, they can. So 2 of our biggest avenues of expansion are out the window. Bulgaria's obviously a bit crap. It's got 7 oil, which would be fairly massive for us right now. We'll just maybe need to keep an eye on this and see if that disappears at some point. Hopefully the war goal's not going anywhere. It's not. That's good. I'm pretty sure non-aggressions disappear. I think, anyway. Special research complete. We now have double cannon. Why not? There we go. Cyprus seeks NATO. Ah, shit. We're trying to game our stuff in there. Latvia wants a non-aggression. Sure thing. Why not? We could do this a slow way, but I don't really want to do that. What else we got going on? Oh no. Our GDP's dropped. We're going to lose a research slot. Shit. Oh man. We're going to lose a research slot. That is shit. Oh man. That's sad. It's very sad. Means they won't attack each other. Yeah, it's just America's the leader of NATO technically, so we can't do anything whilst they're basically shaking hands. Outdated equipment, right? So that's 1.10 a week. We still need that to be upped quite a bit before we think about switcherooning. We're still 5,000 short of guns. Let's put that towards the top. That's probably our priority here. We're only short on rubber, otherwise we're actually doing pretty well. Logistics wise, we genuinely just need to keep checking that and waiting that disappearing. I don't know if there's anything we can do to get Bulgaria out of NATO. I don't know if there's anything we can do. So always go for that, but they're in NATO as well, so that's kind of extensive funding for the ELAM, which is going to help us in Cyprus. One religion. We're going to replace the... Oh yeah, that's good. We'll get rid of the Confederation of Greek Workers. It's not a bad thing. Oh, Italy will give us a loan of 77 billion. Our debt is flying up. Like real bad. Real bad. We need weapons. We can't attack Albania. Did we not get a claim on you guys? Did that give us a war goal? This. Games claiming Kosovo and Montenegro. So I think we can... Can't we technically declare a war goal? We need world tension. We're a democracy, are we? Does that mean we need to get rid of elections, I guess? Does that change it? No, it doesn't. We're still technically speaking a democracy, I guess. Oh well. I think we're going to have to fix our finances because we're not in a good way.
Well, hello there.
I wonder if the Greek debt crisis was caused by the sighting of a comet. Won't someone think of the economy, fools?
Plain, how are you? Welcome back. Someone has to think of the economy, right? Someone does. Danke for 64 months. Shift in politics. A recent has caused NATO to abandon us. We no longer meet their silly requirements about so-called democracy. Greece leaves NATO. Okay, does that mean every silver lining, my friends? Let's see how this goes, right? Let's just see how this goes. This could go tits up. Like, genuinely speaking, this could be the end of the playthrough, depending on how this plays. You guys are going to go there, there. You guys are going to go there and there. You're going to go there. Let's see. So Greece has left NATO and quite literally immediately have declared war on Albania. We must win. We're going to try that. Plowing through up here. That's good. There we go. The thing is, we do want experience. Like, Italy's still investing in us. We're getting loads of stuff sent to us. Weapons. Loads of super cool countries that you definitely want these guys sending you weapons. So that's great. Iran, how dare they? Afghan Northern Alliance request. I don't care about that right now, I'm afraid. But again, we're going to continue just pressing and trying to get some experience. There we go, everyone get in position. And here we're going. And then here we're going. Again, letting everyone get in position. Hopefully we get some guns here and it helps our deficit. 4,000, that might actually do it. Submit demands, there's no navy, etc. That's fine. Cool. Now, Bulgaria, you are in NATO. Yugoslavia, you are not. But we need 55%. Unless we drop our intervention, which is here. So we need to do this. We need to go all the way down. It costs us 480. And we'll be able to justify it. We can take that if we do that. Scandal's going to rise from the grave. Who? Who? Guess we're not going to strike Bulgaria then. Okay, over here, what do we do? Bid away. I don't know what Piraeus is, but we're going to bid it away. The game seems to really want us to. 1.58 a week. We kind of need to keep producing these just to get rid of the deficit. 3-4 really OP, or really? 70 over. Sure. The biggest port in the Balkans. Is it really? So where is it? So in real life, did they sell it to China? Guess we can also take our planes down, right? Hold yourselves, boys. That gave us more resources, though, didn't it? Three steel. We got 3 steel, and I'm going to guess our GDP decreased as well. Yes, it did. Religious groups request representation. Oh god. Allow limited console. Okay. How much do they like us though? We're getting stability bonuses though. And monthly population, PP gain. They've cancelled their... Oh wait, can we do the thing with the thing now? Where is it? Oh, we do have... We've got the weapons now in the stockpile. Where is our weapons? Ah! 4.2k for the better. That's good. 20 experience. Yeah, I think we need to keep producing Caber V2s just till we're closer to getting the deficit sort of repaired. And then once we've got that to a more sort of level point, we can reassess producing and modernising. We have no home-produced fighters blind. We're slowly working on it, but it's very slow. 10 times the money. Or really, Probakis? We're minus 2.6 billion. Defence and welfares are two sort of sticking points. We could decrease that. It's going to save us 400 million a week. I think we'll do that. Don't think that's a bad thing. Look at us having some boots on the ground telling us the current goings on. For better or worse, I cannot tell. And then we are going to... So we can do Chinese investments, which is going to minus our treasury, increase infrastructure, and give us a naval yard. Or we get rid of... I'm going to get rid of some corruption here. That's the plan. Right, well, so this is what we need to change, this. But my god, we need PP. Our PP's not great, is it? No way out of this. Our debt is still massively decreasing, but we just keep using other European nations to offset it. We could cut taxes on the rich, I guess. What else is going on? Not much. Maybe we should try and join NATO. Oh, what's this flag going to be? Is this going to be more sus? That's more sus, guys. That is more sus. Afraid to say it. Nope. China draws. It's none of our business. We're not getting involved in the politics in China right now. Right, I think we've hit the point. We're going to switch them around. They're slowly coming round. And now I think 6 is a lot a week, isn't it? For Tail China, we have reduced our corruption. That's good. We can borrow from China. They're going to give us 47 billion. That is a lot of money. We get a free civ, some bonuses. Invest in ports, invest in airports. Nationwide Chinese invest. That is a lot of investment. Or we get stability and infrastructure. We don't need. I think we're going to go down the China route. We're going to use China as best we can. Now we need to marry someone from Austria. Sus. Again, I'd love to justify. Yugo's probably one of our. I mean, look at the resources. Their army's probably not bad, though, right? I reckon we could probably take them. Right? We could probably take them. The problem is our stability's pretty poor. Our war support's pretty poor. We've got about 5 side projects going. Yeah. Yeah, Constantine, first of all, long time no speak. How are you, man? And secondly, yeah. Yeah. Unless we slowly impact their politics and destroy them from the inside. Increase consumer confidence. Oh, nice. I'll take that. Alright. A decent amount of resources. We must be making a little bit of money from that, right? 0.03. Yeah, that's nothing. I think Yugoslavia is probably our next sort of expansion aim, really. You can disable NATO. You can disable NATO. Russia has declared war on Yugoslavia. Oh no. They're going to get guarantees and aid and... Although if we declare on them, Russia might... Oh god, it's closing up with Russia, eh? Oh. Man. What did we focus on just now? I don't even know. We want to take Cyprus. They're moving towards joining NATO. So what do you even do at this point? To change anything there, we're going to have to change this. World tension basically doesn't exist. Nationwide Chinese investment. We're going to get an airbase. Nah, we need to take that. And what is a tiny bit more debt? It literally does not matter. The debt is going to barely scratch the surface. I'm going to save this though just now. I think we're going to end up attacking Yugoslavia. I think that's the game plan. I honestly don't know if we can take them. I don't know if we can take them. Right, the drone's done. That's good. I guess next is probably... We should maybe work on some of our SPGs. Get some decent SPGs. I don't... There's so much. There's so much we could work on. There's so much. We don't really need monthly population just now. Energy wise, we're not doing great. I could do construction for the sole purpose. I'll go for this, I guess. Well, that's one we're already working on, so that makes sense. The Bonji, how are you doing? And that is definitely the mindset of this playthrough. That's for sure. Small arms. Our business. We're going to do this. We're going to upgrade it. Again, guys, we have a weapon here to be named. We have 3.65 a week. I think we're going to do it. We're going to take the decision now to do that. Get them upped. Start producing the newer APCs. IFVs, sorry. Which I think we're only 200 short of now. Very exciting. Very exciting. That is who we have, Constantine. We've already been introduced to him. Although, guys, for someone to make a fake gift sub, I will replace him. If you type something and make it funny. And it's humorous. I'll replace them for you. How does that sound? In here, I think we will take this because we can't. We'll have the Org of our Marines. How's experience now? We're actually not bad. That could be better. We'll train them. Nationwide Chinese investments. That should massively help our economy, actually. And then we could get 48 billion for free. We can get a free civ there. And then extra productivity. We probably want that, right? 48 billion is a lot of money. This is all fine, I think. We've got 3 civs available. You know what that means? We are going to go into a no deficit situation here, where we're trading for everything we need. Right, do we take this for extra civs? 47 billion? We probably should, right? He had some experience in Greek courts recently. Yeah, Constantine Probakis was telling us. Bonch, how you been till, man? What's been going on? Iraq requests. Saddam Hussein has requested that the international community sanction the United States following their refusal to pay the requested reparations. We will join the sanctions. What can go wrong? This playthrough is doomed. It's so doomed. Oh, we can do this now. Let's start moving. This is our current aim. We're going to try and unite Cyprus. Result of the 2004 European Parliament election. Okay. Alright then. Right, you guys, we're going to probably fight Yugo, so let's move up here. How's the supply? Oh god. Okay. Let's militarise the border, let them know what we're about. We'll do a bit of that. Marines. Do I want to use them here? I probably do, right? Where's our supply hub? Right there. Okay, we definitely want to take that as quick as we can. I think for this we actually probably want the tanks. And we probably want to do this and just slam that supply point. That'll put the pressure on them. That's what we want. You guys are training, we'll move them away. I think we'll just do that. Get them out of the way just now. Okay. You thought otherwise? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Czech Republic gets closer to the European Union. Oh, don't know how we feel about that. Pharmaceutical exports, and then we get construction. 14 days. Yes. We're taking that. And then we're increasing stuff here, which is great. Still absolutely hemorrhaging money. Start a business. Playing the game there. Yeah, we're just saving PP at the moment. Where's our money going? Defense and interest on debt is increasing and increasing. So we can't take these because we need investment projects. And they're mutually inclusive. So they're done. We're almost done on this side actually. We technically are done. We could do some armed forces and get some thick bonuses here. Naval yards there. Purchase aircraft. Factory output, air bases. Surface fleet stuff. Hellenic army. Loads of research bonuses here. Recruitable population. That's not bad. I wonder if we do this. I don't know. I don't know if I can cozy. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know what to do there. Right here, I guess we're going to go along some of these just now, see what we can do there. Early Cold War armour is done. I guess we want to probably work in that first generation ERA. Let's do that. Oh shit, GTPs went up. We're already in masses of debt. Why not do both of those, right? There is absolutely no reason why we shouldn't do that. IFVs, they will be upgraded here. The Caber V3 is about to get some thick upgrades, I think. Armor wise, coming up. True steel armor, and we get heavy armor. Let's do that. There we go. Okay. We've got 2 civilian factories available. We might as well trade. Make sure fuel's in a good situation. Large scale 3D printing, and I guess we could technically continue with them. I kind of don't want to fall behind too much there. We still can't. We still need to. Some of that just seems like such a waste of time, but we're going to do it anyway. Our GDP's going up a decent bit though, which is obviously great. We're preparing for the war there. We just need the ability to justify a war goal. Still at 55%, so we need PP for days. I think we're going to be fighting the Yankee Doodles blind. That's much for surezies. Blind, are you hyped for the F1 this weekend? The fall of Erbil, Iraq. Oh. What's going on in Iraq then? I take it they're fighting the Yanks. They are. It's not going great, has to be said. It's really not going great. Well, that's about done. Iraq was puppeted. Saddam Hussein captured. Puppeted by the US. There's a guy called Jay Garner who's the leader of Iraq. That doesn't add up. That looks like your granddad's pal that goes bowling. That's not the leader of Iraq. There's no way. Oh, there he is. There he is. Religious groups request representative. I think we're going to have to go with limited again. What's the bus looking like? Stability. The military actually quite likes us. They do quite like us. International bankers. Not so much. They're very much on the fence. That's who they made. Is it actually blind? Probakis, if I've not missed you already, you have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by again. Hope you have a banger. I keep going to say enjoy your weekend, but I realise it's not the weekend. Well, no one invests in us now because we left NATO. Because we are going to absolutely destroy Grant Bulgaria a bit. Again, it's not costing us anything, so why not? I wonder, can we influence them and make them go fascist and leave NATO? That's the dream here, isn't it? So there's something we can do with like influencing them. Is this spread influence? Modify daily political power gain by 1.5 each day until the nation you're influencing. Influencing from the officers applied at the end of your. We need that though, but I guess we could. We've got 6.9. We could influence them, and then we could slowly try and turn them fascist, and then move in and take them. We just need them to leave NATO. That's literally what we need. Out of NATO. Dissolve plutocracy. Grants factory input and we'll replace. That's not bad. I guess we're going to try and fix our economy here. That's the game plan then. Bulgaria's still in NATO, right? Yeah. So we can't change that. We've lost our war goal against Bulgaria. Really? Well, that's shite, eh? Yeah, it was good to see Probakis. I appreciate you stopping by and giving us all the chat and filling us in. Extra research. Yeah, we're going to continue on that just now. We're about to get two new research slots, which is pretty cool. Obviously, one of them is one that we technically lost, so that part's not so cool, but it's okay. I think we just got them. There we go. Right, what are we doing? 3G? I prefer 4G. 4G towers, am I right, guys? Let's actually go for some new upgraded SPGs. We'll do this. Let's really buff them up. We'll design a new one once that research finished. Right, we need 300 PP and then we can unite Cyprus, which is cool. Well, technically we need 330 PP, but that's okay. We're actually we've got too much fuel, so we're going to just do that just now, get everyone trained. I don't think we're going to need our navy. Oh, Serbia's now a thing. It's no longer Yugoslavia. That's good, I guess. Wait, is this one? Tell me we've not... We've lost all our wall goals we got from our focus. That's so ass. That really is ass, isn't it? That is so ass. We could have been smashing into them. Free real estate. Resources and stuff. It's really oil we want, isn't it? Oil is what we want. Right, I think we are good for support equipment now. We could probably get rid of that. We still need a few IFVs. What else do we need? What are we short of? I didn't actually really pay attention or check there. IFVs, attack helicopters, we're pretty much got everything else we need. So I am a little bit tempted just to go in on them. I think we'll just really pump out the IFVs and upgrade them. Here, we've still got one Civ available, which is cool. Right. Training all our army. We're still on the border prepared here, but it'll just be Serbia with it. We're still miles from that though. We're still absolutely miles, and we'll have to do them one at a time. Damn. It's going to take a long time. We've just to solve plutocracy though, decreasing our corruption. Next we have increase agricultural, that's not terrible. Or exploit. Oh, we get 4 fuel. We actually really need fuel, don't we? Let's take this 35 days. We need the fuel. That'll help alleviate some of this, which is obviously good. What a chat. Listen, Biz, have you ever met Blind's alter ego Deaf? Guy's a gamer. Real gamer. I keep forgetting we could change some of these, right? An office is open. A seat has now become vacant after the office will remain vacant for the AI for the next 14 days. From there, the AI will seek to occupy the seat. Wait, what? Can I do something here? What one is it? The President of the Central Bank, that's responsible for the management of the Euro and the European Union's monetary policies. Eurozone, head the Executive Board Governing Council. What the hell is this? Wait, what? Can we take these? Can we take these? What do we want? Ambassador to the UN? Can we take this? No. That's not supplying, is it? So can we... I'm not sure, can I take these? No. Well, I guess we can't take them just now. That's great. Right, I guess we're going in here and then we're going to do some of these. Alleviates the debt crisis. Nationalise the banks. Removes the debt. Well, do we have focuses just to get rid of the debt? Trade with Russia, trade with China, trade with Iran. Some elusive company there, right? I guess we're going for these. He is an artiste. Thought nothing else. Spain will now hold the office. Okay, that's that then, I guess. That dream's dead in the water. Right, we're doing some SPG upgrades. Once they are ready, we can produce self-designed and self-championed SPG. Does anyone have a good Greek-themed name for an SPG? Self-propelled gun. Technically, it's an SPA, not an SPA, an SPA. We're also about to research early aircraft weapons. How exciting. Oh shit, we've got the thing for Cyprus. Bam. Then we need 30 PP, make a unify, I believe. Oh. Greater state. Okay, cool. And then here, nationalised resources will gain 20% resource gain efficiency. That is a lot. I guess we'll take this. I don't understand what it does though, if I'm completely honest. Unify Cyprus, what does this do? 100 days. And then I guess that's the Cyprus minigame done. I think. Which is cool. Be one less thing for Turkey, I guess. Right, so Bulgaria is in NATO. There's shit all we can do about that. But the Balkans is kind of free game. Look at this guy. Jesus God. Don't know where they get some of these portraits, that's for sure. 659 billion in debt. We are not doing great. We've increased our GDP massively though, that doesn't concern them, the debt that is. And most of our money is defence and interest and debt. If we take away the interest and debt, we're not actually doing terribly. Oh well, Serbia is going to be our game plan, I think. You guys are almost fully trained. Spherio, Greek for hammer. I like that, Toxic. I like that a lot. We do have a decent amount of army XP, so we should be able to design it almost straight away. We'll see what the research is if we're close to getting the SPG3, which I doubt. Could be wrong. 558 days. That's a long time. That is a long time. We're just catching up. I could take this, then we could get a new SPA. Might do that. I think we'll do that. 17 days we'll design a new one. Early aircraft weapons. Very exciting. So we've just taken that, which is here, and then we want to upgrade some of these, right? Air-to-ground weapons. 558 days. Kind of needs to be done though, doesn't it? Radar advantage or air attack? Let's go for air attack. Well, I'm Toxic. You choose which one of them you prefer, and I will run with it. Your decision, though. Your decision. Right, the multiple rounds are just about to come. We've revised the national debt, which apparently helped with stuff. I guess we're going to do both these and nationalise the banks. I suppose. I don't understand what that's meant to have done to help. Everyone's exactly the same. Right, so we could do that technically speaking. Here we could also do stuff, but I think we're going to go for a new... we could spend XP, but it seems such a waste. Anyway, production. Bam. SPG. Engine, we're going to go with the gasoline just because it's more efficient and uses less fuel. And here, shit, howitzer or rocket? Right, we've got a name, but howitzer or rocket, that's the other important thing. Spherovolia 1. And it's going to be designed by these guys again, I guess. Auto upgrade. Right, howitzer or rocket? What's the difference actually? I guess we'll go medium. We don't want to go daft. So we've got that. Or that. So rockets have more hard attack and piercing. Soft attack's worse though. I wonder if we make it rockets. Do you want a tank chassis, an AFV, or a truck? Truck reduces hardness, but uses less fuel. For a rocket dory, the spear used by the hoplites, also cool. And we'll make it a truck. Oh god. Major rocket ammo, I guess. Early laser guided, okay. Cold War, yep, okay. No, not putting anything in there. Nothing in there. Okay, I guess that's our SPG. Renaming it. So this is a rocket propelled artillery, and we're going for the Dory 1. Looks pretty cool here actually. I'm gonna go with that one. That looks cool as hell. Start producing the Dory 1. We're gonna whack one of you in there and start producing some of them. What the hell's going on here? What the hell's this? Oh, there we go. It's fixed itself. I think it has in it. Okay. Right. That's a new vehicle. Another new domestic home-produced vehicle. It's pretty cool. So now we've united Cyprus, right? Is that done? Nope, still going. 36 days. Once that's done, we can focus our PP on changing our intervention stuff and then looking towards our north at what we're going to do next. So we just need to continue producing our own equipment, our own homemade equipment, and then seeing what's what. I don't know how we core stuff though. That's something that we can do. We can decrease our fuel trade for the first time to a point where we're going to have to fluctuate between one trade and no trade, which is pretty cool. Our debt is bad though. 22 days till that's done. Here we've got stuff we can do. Encourage religion. Allow foreign nationals in the army. That seems like not a bad thing if I'm honest. Raise business owner wages. We need to combat foreign influence. It's very high. But we're waiting on Cyprus to come to a conclusion first. Once that's came to a conclusion, we'll further sort of look at what we want to do. But it's cool, we've got our own SPGs coming. How many of them do we have? SPGs. 213 in the bank. First generation ERA is done. Do we do second? 427 days. That is quite a while. Could technically upgrade our firearms here. We should probably do that, seeing as we do use a lot of infantry. You can disable NATO on the custom game rules. Constantine, I did not know that, no. I didn't know that. I take it I can't do it now. It also seems kind of cheating to do it now. I feel like we need to deal with what's been done. So Cyprus is done, right? So what happens with Cyprus? Is that it? It's now its own independent nation. It's ours. We just get Cyprus. Awesome. So we get Cyprus. Stock market boon. Keep up the boon. It's going to cost us... I mean, that is literally... I'll just avoid spending too much money just now. Right. We really are absolutely hemorrhaging money, but I guess our debt's not great enough that it's afflicting any major problems. This is what we want to change, so it's 130 PP. So to do this we need 480. That's what we want. And I think it means we can just start justifying wars to left, right and centre. Here I think we're going to nationalise the banks. We'll remove the debt crisis. Which is good, yeah. Once we've done that, we'll maybe gather some PP and we'll prepare to remove that, and then we can just start basically throwing some weight around. Our GDP is I mean, our debt is skyrocketing, but it's still not... It sounds weird to say, but it's still not that high. Break through here, why not? Logistics-wise, SPGs were good. What I might do is jump in here, change this. And we don't have an artillery in there. Is it our Marines that have it? No. That's not our Marines. Where's our Marines? Sides chosen. Yeah, they have artillery in there, so we change that to SPGs, which we can't. Okay. So in here, we don't have artillery. We could put some artillery in there, SPGs. It's going to use 6 per division. We can probably afford that pretty soon. Let's do that. We might be able to pull that off straight away, actually. Yeah, we can. We're already fine for that. We need to do something about this. I mean, I'm not saying we need to be paying back our debt or anything, but we want to be kind of breaking a bit more even, really. We could slowly change these, I guess. Do that. 35%. Oh, we can finally build something. How exciting. What do we want, though? Maybe we could upgrade our radar. Got 2 out of 6 there. Maybe just do that. 15th of October. Oh, we finished this year. Yeah, a maximum level radar in our capital does not seem like a bad decision. At all. There's nothing bad about that. Fuel-wise, we are actually doing really well. We could do that. That should up our tax money a bit. We'll just maybe need to dedicate one of these to full-time trade. I think we'll go with... I really don't want to trade with Russia. Canada, I guess. They're requesting a place, and that's going to cost us. We need PP though. It's going to make them like us a lot though, and then we'll get more buffs, which isn't a bad thing. So the clergy, they really like us. We're getting some nice bonuses. Helios. Crash the mountains near Grammatical due to pain right of fuel as well as the incapacitation of the crew due to hypoxia. Deadless. Oh, damn. Damn. NB, how the hell are you, man? I feel like it's been months since we spoke. Hope you're good. I think next on our hit list is to produce our own SPGs. That's the next sort of big research we have, I think. Yeah, I'm thinking the same, Fred. It's sort of we're learning a little bit with sort of hindsight here, but that's okay. Now the question is, can we justify losing 10% stability for 20% extra resources? Do we need it that badly? I mean, fuel, it's going to give us an extra 3 fuel. I don't think we need that. I really don't. Trade agreements is going to give us a whack of PP. That I think we're going to take that just now. We could really do with that. We could really do with that. That PP is going to help us massively, and then we can hopefully start. I just want to be able to expand a bit into the Balkans. It's the kind of company lifts itself in the Greek treasury, Greek national. Do we want that? Why not? Why not? Okay, fuel-wise, we're sound. We're obviously burning a lot more fuel doing shenanigans. Our pensions are actually too low. Our military spending is too high, so we probably need to balance them. We're still researching there. Let's get the new computing. And here we've got a new upgrade. Production output for utility vehicle. Yep, we'll go for that. Right. I think we're going to work on... Well, once we've done the... I mean, we want to go to war, don't we? But yeah, I can imagine if NATO was disabled, we'd be able to just expand sort of free-form through... through Europe. This would be a lot more interesting to play through without NATO, wouldn't it? There we go, that's good. And then here we can do some trade with China and whatnot. So we'll get trade... relations with Iran, China. God, it's horrible to even talk about. We can start this, but it's not going to do anything. It's going to give us stability. I think we want to do them. They seem like massive debuffs. I think we've pretty much finished what we want to do there just now. There's nothing else down the bottom here that we can do for the moment. So I guess we're going to go... I mean, here we can get like 64 billion for next to nothing. I'm wondering if we just take it. Do some armed forces stuff, get some bonuses. Why not? And then the PP we've got, we can use it to reduce this again. Then we need to do it once more and we can entertain going to war. You may as well just play World War II. Kind of. Kind of. So we're literally waiting on time to pass so that we can throw hands essentially. So here we've now got avionics and drones, first generation drone systems. I don't think I want to do much of this just now. I really want to design our own aircraft, but I genuinely don't really think it's an option. Do we do a new helicopter? Why not? It's one of the few things that we can actually design and put out there, isn't it? Ground attack, yep, sure thing. Why not? Oh, I've got another trait. Air attack, air defense. Let's go for that. I'd rather buff and keep the design costs and production costs high. Now, logistics wise, IFVs, we've got 300 extra. So at this point, I'm going to see if we've got any sort of older equipment that we can sell. I guess this stuff's going to be worth more, right? 12 of these. Let's get them to buggery. First generation, first generation, first generation, first generation. There's some Dories. First generation SPGs. Probably need to keep them just now. There's not much excitement around there, but I'm assuming people might want to buy them because they're cheap and there's quite a lot of them. And it shouldn't really affect anything here. We're pretty affluent, if we're honest. All the good guys buying them, right? Guaranteeing everyone anyway. I bet it would happen almost exactly the same. Also, exciting guys, neo-imperialism is done. So I think in theory that means that we can justify war. Right, we're going to go in Serbia, I think, because resource-wise it probably makes the most sense. However, we could kill these guys like super fast. Only 110 days. Yeah, we're probably going to do that. Just going to need a decent amount of PP. Yeah, we'll take them down quickly. I don't think they even have an army. So I think our expansion is going to be both of these lads. Serbia and Montenegro. Bosnia we can technically take, right? They're trying to cozy up, but they're not managing it. It's probably going to be the play. Right, I think we probably want to do army first, right? And do some of these. That's fine. Right, so you guys, to do this, we can do it now. Yeah, right, we're going to do that. Declaring them. British trade investments. Okay, won't say no. So we're going to take Montenegro, and then once we've got that, we'll have a bigger front, and honestly, we'll have a better supply situation here for pushing into Serbia. Although looking at Serbia and the supply situation, it's going to be an absolute shit show. We also have 135 air XP, so let's get that used for local airspace. I think we're going to go for battlefield support. That's what we're probably going to go with. But yeah, we're going to push, get a quick win in Montenegro, and then we'll sort of assess what's going on. Second generation SPAA, that's our plan. We're also upping our GDP a fair bit every time we attack somewhere, which is not a bad thing. What's your guys' financial situation? GDP is 19 billion. Their GDP could drop our GDPC. What about you guys? Oh yeah, taking Serbia. Awkward. Going to give us a load of resources, but we're going to lose research lots. We'll not have to worry about fuel anymore, though. I actually think, other than rubber, we'll have everything we need. It's a difficult one. We're almost just paying interest on debt now. Not a great way to look at it, I'll be honest, but still. Our radar still being constructed. Got some damage in Cyprus, but Cyprus is ours. Infantry arms or recruitment drives. 50 days for that. It's going to cost us $1 billion. 10% recruitable population. Fine with me. Fine with me. How long's left in this? We're almost at, well, we're halfway now. We just want to make sure that no one guarantees them. Religious group request a place in education. It's going to make them like us the full amount. So the clergy are now fully on board. Stability, that's some thick bonuses. We just researched the M4A1. And we have some bonuses here to research. Which I think I'm gonna use our research surplus to do. Here we've got our special project, caseless ammunition, might as well. Absolutely no reason not to do that. And then we have the M4A1 that we're now producing, which is cool. Okay, logistics wise, we're green across the board. There's a couple of things we could probably be selling, but we're not going to do that yet. We're just going to try and sit pretty just now. Again, just want no one to guarantee them. That's the dream here. Again, I don't know if I get a focus or I get the ability to core any of them. I'm hoping I kind of do. I also think we're going to continue with that. Lack of resources penalty, -10. That's a very good research. We're definitely going to prioritise that right now. Good. Okay. We're still kind of low in terms of stability and war support, which is not ideal. I'm tempted to start combating some of this. What your nation's foreign influence multiplier? Outside of home continent, that's not great. It is not great at all. Tempted to allow foreign nationals in the military. We have the PP for it. Why not? Why would we not do that? It's going to give us more recruitable population. Pardon me. I do also wonder if Greek consumers spend less. Sure. Do we lower that? We can have no military spending. It's going to take us from 2.7 to 2.552. Again, it's such a small decrease, isn't it? It's not a massive decrease at all. It's very minor. I'd love to lower that. Technically speaking, we need to up that, but it's 400 million it's going to cost us. It's a lot of money. Here we can upgrade our Marines. Let's go for... I mean, we ideally want them as a landing force, so that's probably our priority. This must be nearly there. 10 days to go. Right. Equipment drives is done. For some bonuses there, or... This is the question, what do we do here? Maybe we continue these. Put some pressure on the Turks. Right, so Serbia and Russia are still technically at war. It could be a great way for us to basically get equipment that we can then sell on by dragging out the war. There we go, that's what we're after. We're doing this. Bam. Bam. I don't think they have an army. I'm going to put that out there. I don't think they have an army. I'm also going to take this opportunity to get some war support here, because I think we need it. This war's literally over already. Thank you. Are we getting the capitulation screen? No? No? There we go. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's give us a tiny bit. It was not worth it. Let's just put it out there and say it wasn't worth it, because it definitely was not. Here we're going to commit to this one a bit more. This one could be a bit more challenging. 105 days this time. Tanks, where do we want you? Where's the supply going to be? It's probably going to be more here, isn't it? If we do that, then we maybe push for this. We could try and dissect the country here with the tanks. Again, we could put... Where did all these planes come from? We must have inherited them. Oh well, that's that then. Some Chinese planes we got. That's exciting, isn't it? People want to buy them. Maybe just a picture that makes them look a lot worse than they are then. Again, this is a war we want to finish pretty sharp here. There's not a long commitment to trying to win this from us. Okay. One successful war down. 1.8 billion in debt now. Investment offer from France. Wait, what? France is proposing to construct civilian industry in Yorkshire. Hold on. Wait a minute. That ain't right. That doesn't seem right. Surprisingly, the United Kingdom actually quite like us. Unusual. So again, I think one of our long-term goals is to try and... I mean, they're communist. They're ruled by the emerging outlook. There's no way they should be in NATO. There's no way. All of our expansion room is basically the Balkans. Everywhere. I am thinking about decreasing some of this. I think we'll go to medium. We're under a billion we're losing now. That's pretty big. Kicking off with the Turks kind of. Take some stuff here. We're probably going to go with this. And then planning speed, what do we want here? We're going to go this side. Push down there. Right. Well, Serbia's next, friends. Again, they're at war with Russia, so there is going to be help that comes when this kicks off. Now, GDP-wise, it has not plummeted here the way we anticipated. Here, though, it's going to be 15k. This will be interesting. This will be very interesting here. Do we keep kicking off with the Turks? Why not, right? I mean, it's definitely going to kick off with them eventually. The whole Byzantine stuff's definitely one of our end games. How much more resources is there here? Bosnia's pretty poor. Yeah, once honestly we've taken Serbia, we're pretty much where we want to be. Increased consumer confidence, excellent. Fast growth, let's go. Italy pursues. Oh wow, okay, that's that then. Our radar is almost fully upgraded. So what's next for us? Infrastructure wise, nothing we really want to change. We're kind of extracting everything we can. I am tempted to build some farming because we don't really have any. Just do a couple spread around. How's employment? Our employment rate is 0%. Unemployment rate, sorry, I should say. I think technically we need more people. We could up the corporate tax because we do have the spare. We've got spare civs that aren't doing anything now. We've got 5 spare. So we could up that quite easily, if we're honest. This is going to be a lot more difficult a war. I guess one of my worries is that this ends up dragging on a lot. We need to up these as much as we physically can. Need the supply to be good. They're also probably going to have a good air force. Or not. Oh no. No, they don't have a good one. Enverb, how you doing? That's an interesting approach you have there. Is there not in focus? I wonder. I'm assuming there is, right? There has to be. Add Neo-Ottoman. Ah, okay. Interesting. Britain goes with Europe. Wow. We get a new truck here with a 20% bonus. I don't know why we wouldn't do that. Might as well. And then I guess here we just continue. I guess we just continue pissing off the Turks, right? Now, just out of curiosity, do we have any fortifications? We do here. And here. We actually have a really good defensive sort of bastion here. Okay. Now their supply is terrible, so we could make some nice gains here, make the front line smaller pretty much straight off the bat. One thing's for sure, this is going to be a way more difficult war than what we've previously fought, and we're basically good to go. We're basically about to go in, lads. Okay, so I think we're about as ready as we can get. We're not in a deficit of any equipment. We're pretty much good in terms of military. This is just going to be, way more difficult. Again, as soon as we declare here, I'm pretty sure the Russians and whatnot are going to offer to help. And we need to remember their air force is absolutely ass. Now, I don't know if we should be all out attacking. Maybe we selectively attack. Right, and then you lads can go there just to support, and you lads can go there to support. We'll cancel that attack and we'll do this. Who's attacking here? No one. Yeah, we want to base... Can I honestly do a non-aggression with Russia? At this point, I guess we're playing the Greeks. We're looking to make friends wherever we can. They are slowly breaking here. It's just going to be a war of attrition. Where's the supply hub? There's none. They have no supply here, though. This is going to be a slow, painful fight. I really want a scientist here. There's not really much option, is there? There we go. Got so many dodgy It's when you know you're in good company, right? Some of the factions here sending you non-aggressions. How's this going this time? 516, they've lost 1,000. There we go. That's the breakthrough we're hoping for. Doesn't need to be much, just needs to be enough to offset them. And then what we'll do is we'll do this and this, and then we'll do... And then, again, there's not really any supply. I am wondering if we just make this front as big as we can and then try and encircle. Push there with you guys. Push there with you guys. The lads are going to attack there. Very nice. Okay, good. And then what I think we'll do is we'll leave our tanks there, make this line smaller, and they'll just defend, and then we'll try and push here and see if we can encircle. Probably losing a decent amount of MBTs, and we do not produce... We don't produce our homegrown MBTs, do they? Where are they? At the top here, I went past them. Do we not have MBTs? Light tanks we have? I have no idea, you know that. Can't see MBTs anywhere. Okay. No success though. Right, Nice is the next one. So here's the plan. We are going to delete that, and then we're going to grab these lads, and we're going to do that. And then they are going to prepare to attack towards here, and we'll see what happens. I think we'll definitely do some little like micro attacks here, because this is going to be a piece of piss. So Lebanon's kicking off, and then here what we really want is to encircle. If we attack there, and then you attack there, we'll be able to encircle here. That'll be quite a few dividends. This is nice. Yeah, I'm going to slow this down. It's going a little bit too fast for my liking. But they are now encircled. We're going to take the opportunity to just push in here. How's that looking? We've lost 1,000, they've lost 5k. Big encirclement available to us here if we pull that off. I don't think that's something they'll very quickly recover from. We're absolutely slaughtering them. It's the same Subska guard. We've been fighting them left, right and centre. Slag, how are you, man? You good? Any updates for us on you know what? Yeah, they're getting slapped about. I think their losses are about to go up pretty substantially. Probably need to take a war support. We're going to combat foreign influence, we're going to start with that now. War support, please. It's a nice encirclement. So they had 5k casualties, they're now at 30. That's a lot better. And then what we need to do now is push for this this Nice tile and try and grab that. Gonna let the boys get back in position. Pretty good, man. Can't really complain too much. Things kind of adjusting and getting back there. So we've done all this. This tree's now done. Do I want to trade well with them? We can't do much else there. We're hitting the point now where we've just about done most of our focuses. I guess we'll take this money now. It feels kind of rude not taking it, if I'm honest. First place, 4 wins, 1 draw. That is a bit more what you'd expect from the Messmeister, right? The boys are getting into position. Again, we want to probably try and push here easily, so we're going to grab these guys and just do this. We'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting anything particularly special here, but if we can just sort of attack... Oh shit, we're almost out of fuel. Oh no. Now, they have no access to the navy, so it should not matter whether we do or don't convoy raid. We are sort of winning across the board here. If we do nothing else other than make the front smaller, that's also okay. We'll try and just polish this up here a bit. It's going to be a slow win. It's okay. Air-wise, we do have dominance. We'll move these boys up a bit. Fine. Pressure on the left, right and centre. Another re-encirclement there. Lovely. 42,000 lost on their side, still only 1,000 for us. We're pushing Nice. I think we're probably going to have to try and keep up the momentum here and keep pushing. Because this supply hub is kind of it. I'm hoping we manage this, because it take quite a bit of effort, time and energy to sort of mount another go. Might just do a wee diversionary attack here. Just take a bit of pressure. Widen the front. Lost 2,000 now versus 43k. attack's not going to support here. I'm wondering if we stall this just now and re-establish ourselves. I think that's probably the play actually. They're moving men out of there. Nice. We're trying to push now. It's not an option, is it? Supply is absolutely horrendous. We'll push here, see what we can do. We take that, we'll encircle another 2 divisions, which is obviously a lot just now, considering that this is... Oh, our tanks are moving up the top there. They're thinning that out. Capitals look... I mean, the Russians, etc. are really, really going in them. They're getting bombed from afar constantly. I think we will upgrade some of these engines. Actually pushing our tanks. Shit, we're out of fuel. How much fuel are we using? Out, good. Gotta keep pushing here. We really do need to crack this. We've invested a decent amount of men and equipment in here. This is off to a good start. He's just an impressive athlete, isn't he? So we'll dig in, defend here, take a new doctrine. Take that. Just, we'll leave that. Let's come to this conclusion. We'll push that and get some more kills, and then we need to take Nice. Nice here needs to be taken. I think we also need to build railway, don't we? I think so. Probably is a priority. Lads have reorganised themselves, and we're going to try and push Nice, although they're actually quite prepared. I don't really know how well that's going to go. We'll resubmit these guys to a single front line, and we'll do that. Cold War air to ground weapons, and we are going to upgrade the targeting pod. Flight range and ground attacks. What we're about. We're about ground attack. Actually, in the roster there. That's becoming a bit of a reoccurring theme, unfortunately, Slag, which isn't ideal, considering they're a bit of a powerhouse. Now I'm wondering here if we just attack some influence direct. But they're battle planning, so they're preparing something. We're not doing great here in terms of preparations. I think we might pull our tanks back and just see what they've got. Or do we just push the capital? Maybe we just push the capital here, right? I think they're in trouble. GPT, how are you, man? How goes it? Oh, things have happened here. Combined or expert organizer. Armored cavalry. I think we'll go for combined. Oh shit, we're actually pushing it. I didn't think this would... We're kind of unorged, we've got no supply. Ah. Damn. They're pulling in reinforcements. How much is it to build a supply hub in this? 20k, that's not awful. Technically build one there, right? This railway's not finished though. That's in the bin then. Trade wise. Attacking in places. Right lads, let's cancel this attack just now. We're going to grab you lads and we're going to pull them back to here just to release some of the supply pressure they're putting on. We've just got loads of money from China. Get some air upgrades. 88 billion in the bank. Damn. Finishes at 11. Oh, Kurva. Look at you. You chaps, eh? Just two Cali boys shooting the shit. What speed up just now, we're basically just reforming the front. Now, both sides are kind of got really crap supply, although I think, yeah, theirs is considerably better than ours. Now, there's the thing that Dad deliberately fall back to our supply lines and then we counter. We just fought hard to get a lot of this ground, but our country's also getting war weary. There's also the thing that we could, technically speaking, offer a ceasefire once we've been at war 3 months. We'll sort of halt on our current borders, which... that would suit us. That would suit us. They're now out of supply. We take this, we unlock supply here. Literally all we need is to take this. I'm tempted to try this again and move our tanks up. I'm very tempted. So what if I do this, right? My overlay micro this, and I go like that, and then that. So you lads go in there. You lads go in there. You lads are gonna stay there just now, and then tanks. So one province we want there. They're attacking us, that's good. It's going to deorg them as well. Good. Wonder if we do this just to put extra pressure. This also gives us another point to attack from, and we are pushing them very nicely actually. Good times, good times. We will just need to cancel an attack here just so we're defending it. We've reinforced. Damn. Do we go again? Commit to it? I think we do. I think we might have it this time. Keep moving fresh troops in though, which is a bit of a pain. They try and overwhelm them here as best we can. We've got the planning on. Come on. We're so close. Do you know what I'm disappointed in? Russia, etc. haven't lend-leased us anything. Request military aid. What if we get some tanks? They'll give us MBTs. I'm literally trying to see what we can get for free here. They are going to send us stuff, so that's obviously it's not a bad time, is it? Certain Portugal just released the sales tax. I've never understood the American tax system. I hate when you're there and you have to do maths inside your head to figure everything out. I think we're going to end up invading here, so I am tempted to invest in the infrastructure. We will both make money off of it, and it will basically come back to us. We'll do that just now. So here, we're going to go again. Let's go. We need to do this with absolute venom and gusto. Push down and take it, come on. Yes. I think we've done it. We've reinforced again. Come on, boys. Yes! Right, this opens up a whole new front with this Nice tile. This should be a good thing. They're not moving here, are they? No, they're not. Okay. This is what we've been needing, this cheeky wee breakthrough. Now what we need to do is just reorganise and see if we can take the full thing. Femfo, how you doing? Welcome in. Our supply is so bad. But here we can attack on multiple sides, we're just waiting on everyone. You know what, let's just do it. If we take this supply hub, this war reopens. It's not happening for us though, is it? Bonus just now, right? Attack influence from China, why not? We could offer a ceasefire now, but I don't think that's something we want to do. Just cancel. We take this place, we'd be laughing. If we take that, we could actually start trying to roll the rest of the fronts in this war. That's how big this is. I am wondering if just now we just do that, and then you guys go on this attack. Like so. Lovely. I think I've done the edit that properly this time. Now we'll have a river crossing here if we take this now, so let's do that. And then we're not going to manage to get up there for any of that stuff. We still have not built this upgraded railway. Honestly, every time you're in a place you have to do like mental arithmetic to sort of figure out the ins and outs to sort of what's going on. I'm going to pull our tanks out and see if this helps our supply here. Plus give the guys a bit of R&R. Air Force, still at 50 and 50 up, which is good. Right. Oh shit, they're all attacking us. Oh my god, didn't expect that. Actually, kind of winning as well. This is good though, because it'll give us an opportunity to counter-attack. Kind of overcommitting here. I'm going to move them here quickly and then try and overwhelm Nice. Oh shit, we encircle. We've lost 4 divisions. What's going on? Where have they all of a sudden got a set of balls from? Well, that's that. All that foreign influence, we'll just keep that up. Took a decent amount of losses there, but we're back in a sort of semi-okay supply area. We just need to push Nice. We need to take this. If we take this, this whole area opens up to attack, and they're dug in pretty well. We lost 5 divisions there. 5 divisions, man. 32k versus 74, that's not looking quite as pretty now, is it? Oof. They're also battle planning again, so I don't think they are quite done. Lend-lease from Belarus, again. That's when you know you're the good guys, right? Infantry equipment's done. So, we can subsidise EAS, which is giving us 10% factory output, 10% recruitable, or, oh wow, all of them are great. We're going to do them one at a time, obviously. Work our way through it. Here we can get some army command. What do we want? Tempted to go for a bold attack. Don't see why not. We really need to take these. You guys fall back again, please. Try to attack again. This one's okay. I think Air Force wise we must have destroyed their Air Force. As a priority, we are short in just about everything. Damn. Damn. Wonder if anyone's got some MBTs in the market we can buy. None. There's no IFVs in the market. What else we're shorting that we really need to? We're shorting support equipment. There's support equipment in the market. They're just attacking us here and there, causing themselves problems and heartache. I wonder if we should be attacking here and trying to just make this front smaller. So if you guys go there, you go there, you help. A new utility vehicle available again. It's very exciting, and we are going to upgrade some of these, I think. If we take that, we're making the front smaller. It's not a bad thing. Then we need to basically organise a push on Nice. It's good. So our supply here is just awful. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to do anything about that. Going to upgrade our man pads here, and then we're probably going to start producing. Oh, it's auto done it for us. Very nice. We didn't put it in the quotes. Helico Series 3. Technically speaking, it's the Series 3. First generation EM. We do not have the experience for that, but we will soon. I think. It sounds like there's an attack going on. I'm hoping it's not anything too bad because we are not paying attention. We're trying to upgrade stuff. There we go. Bam. New one of them. New utility vehicle, and we're going to get a new dory. The dory 2. There we go, everyone's upgraded. We have taken that. They're trying to counter us, but it's not going well for them. We kind of need to try and attack here, don't we? So, there's no river crossing in here, is there? So you guys are going to assist. You guys are going to assist. How's that looking? They've just got way more org than us. Should probably just spend their PP here and then see what we can do. Get more org here. Org up on those lads. We also have our marines that we could use. I just realised we've not used them once the entire time. So I'm wondering if we just do that with them. Make the red guys front smaller, maybe try not to stress the supply as much. Here. That can go to there. Try this, see how this goes. The SFO guys are lads here, they're not as wide, so they shouldn't be in as bad a state. They're also trying to counter us again, which is good. How's our reinforcement coming? Fuel wise, we're actually doing pretty good. Maybe keep that on a single bonus one there. Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's try this again. We need Nice. We'll take Nice and this Warblow's wide back open, otherwise we're going to be sitting in a stalemate. Stalemate's going to continue for now, I think. It's disappointing. Very disappointing. How bad's the war getting? That's the other question. How bad's the weariness? 29%. That could be worse. We'll go for some war support bonus. There's then the question, how do we try and push here? Just move this up again. Coming nicely, and then we get that. We've got some nice bonuses. Now we have managed to stop absolutely throttling our debt here. Money. We're not pushing them at all here, man. 35k versus 79 now. It's not happening for us. Good news is we can get our reinforcements back down, just get up to full strength up here. We're just short on pretty much all of our equipment. It's time to start just producing a little bit of everything, or maybe some things that we're neglecting a bit more. So supply. The only thing I can think of now is that we fully feign retreat and then counter. Deb, not at all, been still trying to grow it. Appreciate you with potentially a double viewing. The stuff that dreams are made of right there. Dreams are made of, I tell you. We'll start some planning and see how this goes. Trade agreement there. Thing is, I technically like our tanks to do a bit of pushing here, but not really. We'll see how this plays out. I'll just script that's for a place in education. It's going to make them like us fully. That's fine. Here, let's try this. We're getting green flashes, which isn't a terrible thing. With a decent planning bonus there, it just wasn't quite to be. We need to just manually keep moving them in and keep the pressure. It's not miles away, is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. We've finally taken it, we just don't have the railway. Ah shit, we only needed to build one. Oh man. We only needed the railway from there to there. That is a lot of lend-lease. And the thing is, we really need it. Who's this? Crimean People's Republic. I don't really want to get dragged into all of that. I really, really don't. I'm hoping we get an air research place soon. Hey! We actually really need that. Because we actually want to produce domestic aircraft. Aircraft at A. Nice. We finally start research now. Well, Deb, I really appreciate that. Sincerely. But you guys can just come fully in here and try and defend this now. We need to hold this so badly. Ah, feck. We need to are we just going to keep doing this? We need to build a railway. We need railway bonuses. I've just been a penis here. Railways, 10%. Every little bit is going to help here. In a very big way. I'm wondering if we need to move our tanks in here. Anything to try and hold. We need to hold this so badly. This is the pivotal point for actually winning this war, is keeping this and getting this railway finished. And then if we just had Sofia as well, would obviously be great. Tanks are now there. We can probably move you lads out. We'll do that. We'll move you lads back to just defending the capital. Oh no, it's not. No, you guys. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You guys can absolutely just stay here and defend that. It's you guys I want down here. Like so. There we go. Now technically if they attack us, we are up Shit Creek here. Read this railway built now. 6th of March 2008. It's going to take over a year to build this. Private investors. Wow, we're just getting a free civilian factory for nothing. Where's the Air Force getting on? They have no planes up at all. I think it's time for one of these. Bit of a diversionary attack. We're sort of trying to draw attention away from the areas that were. Oh god, look at Ukraine. How bad. Oh, they're all cancelling their aid to us. That's great, I guess. Slowly pushing here. How's that going overall? It's looking. Oh no, we're out of support. How for equipment? I think this is going to end up resulting in us offering a ceasefire here and taking the borders as they are. We're really struggling to crack them just now. There's just a bit of me wondering if we try and make some last sort of ditch pushes in places to try and grab them. Like here, I'm wondering if we try and push, take a bit more territory just before the peace comes in. I think that's going to be something that we're going to have to do here. Hopefully these boys can hold on here. Guess we'll have supply. You boys are going to go. This is kind of our last ditch attempt to try and push in the west here. This one fails, we're probably going to have to piece them. But they're in Kilkiri and where? I don't think there's any more hubs. No. That's not a hub, unfortunately. The next one's in Beograd. We took the one in Nice. We're just not connected up because the railway goes through Sofia. And as you can see, it's going to take us years to build a bit of railway. We're actually pushing here though, which is lovely. Got a big moment if we take this, and then hopefully we get a bit of momentum and take more land. We're running fuel here. Or do we YOLO push for Belgrade? Why not, right? Why not? I'm going to take that. Okay, wait it now, wait it now. Right, whilst we're here, and just whilst we're on a good note, let's try whilst we're in a position of strength. I think this we need to. We're getting a bit of war ready here. See what happens here. We have the resources, we've split their country in half. I think we're okay with it. They're pushing us there pretty hard. Oh, they said no. I really didn't think they were going to say no there. Pulling our tanks back so we don't overstress. This is what happened last time, and then they hit us in the counter-attack and they absolutely throttled us. See, they're going to end up retaking it again. Nice push. Pretty massively here like that. We can always try and get our peace with them again eventually. Keep combating foreign influence here, we need to get that down. I think that's effective enough. Well, that was not the most successful turn of events. Their casualties are still 2-1, so there is that. We just really need this railway built. We literally need, like, just to give you an idea what's stopping us from winning it is this railway connection right there. That's what's stopping us. So that's cool. Oh dear. I'm fairly sure they're going to counterattack us. We're short on IFVs, APCs, MBTs. Oh, we're short on everything. We're literally short on everything. Tempted to delete these guys. They're just honestly not that useful. They're battle planning again. How's the defence situation here? Has that been helping? Not really. Is repair queued up at the bottom? There's several repairs, in case you could... I don't think that's going to change anything. I'm also forgetting that we could do this. Financially, it's not exactly going to make us worse off. Our planes are still up. We're still over 50, which is fine. Supply-wise, in the left here, we're not so bad. They should have, like, no supply here, though. Again, we can't offer peace again. I feel like they would. I feel like peace is an option that's coming. We're at 32% war sort of exhaustion. Try to figure out if it's worth trying to push again. So definitely the next supply hub is Beograd. I'm gonna I just realised it's almost midnight. I have not streamed for over 3 hours in quite some time, so I think I'm going to end there for the evening. If it's damaged rather than building it. No, I'm having to build a new one, General. There's no connection here between this. This is the railway that exists. It basically goes up there, and I believe it goes this way, yeah, there, and then that way. So it's frustrating. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end up there. I think if we draw a summary right now, I think we can say that we've expanded Greece. We've become more self-reliant. Financially, we are up shit creek. We really need to fix that. I don't know what we're going to do long term about the NATO situation with Bulgaria and Turkey, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. I just don't know. I don't know if I can cozy up to Russia and the sort of East, or the emerging outlook as they call it. I don't think it's something I can do. But I appreciate everyone that has watched over on the YouTube side. Guys, if you did enjoy this, I appreciate you just giving feedback. How I can improve, what I can do on the YouTube side and stuff especially. The question is, do we maybe do some funny falling back, some feigned retreats and then hit them on the counter? Do we try and catch them disorganised? Like, what do you guys think we do? Do we go for a peace again when it sort of presents itself? We're obviously, our war support penalty is getting higher and higher because the war's been going on longer and longer. I welcome input. If anyone has any ideas on how to deal with NATO and maybe dissolve it a bit, please let me know again. And apart from that, guys, I hope you all have a good one, and we will hopefully catch you in the next one, my friends. Goodbye for now. That is the YouTube side done for, so that's cool.